Yeah.
And I go ahead and stealth to see if I could put something in Bjorn's inventory.
You want to put something into Bjorn's inventory? Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna mess with him.
It's cheap.
All right.
I'm just gonna put some random string into his inventory.
Now, are you sneaking up on him and doing this, or are you trying to distract him and do it?
No, I'm doing it while he's asleep because I don't sleep.
Oh, okay.
And I still don't need a long rest, which means I'm up all night and I'm bored.
Nice.
All right. So give me a sleight of hand as you try to slip this in, and Bjorn, give me a perception. Well, what's your passive perception since you're asleep?
27.
What?
Bullshit.
10.
10. All right. You gotta beat a 10.
Dude, I'm +6 to sleight of hand.
Don't roll a 1.
Right? 23. So while
Yeah, you get it in.
So while I'm putting the string in there, I also leave a note that says, "Love you, big guy." My plan is for him to just go looking into his inventory and find all kinds of random shit and be like, "What the fuck? I never got any of this."
Noted.
It's common, so you can read it. But it's not my words.
Is it Rill who also speaks Celestial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
Why
I
not?
don't? I thought you told me. Okay.
I just haven't told anyone.
Oh. Now, didn't you ask him about his conversation with Stasis?
I asked Robbie about that.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you now have a random piece of string in your inventory, along with a note that says "Love you, big guy."
I usually have a random piece of string and a love note on me at all times, so that's cool.
It's nothing out of the ordinary. All right.
Anything interesting we find that's completely useless, I will sneak into your pants.
Giggity.
I will one day eventually be encumbered, and I have no idea why.
You find 30 pounds of string on you and 80 notes.
I was selling off these junk items.
String away.
Oh, Lord. All right, so what are you guys doing? Yeah, it is first thing in the morning now. So you guys have had a restful night's sleep.
Length of string.
I guess we're going into the registers. Yes, I said that on purpose.
Okay, so Bjorn has 10 feet of string in his inventory.
That he did not know about.
10 feet?
That's what the item description says.
That's just a little spool, dude. It's not very big. You pick larger pebbles out of your ass crack today. But yeah, unless we want to go shopping for anything, I guess we just head on over to the Dragon Fruit.
I think we're ready to go.
I don't think I can afford a health potion, so let's roll.
I've still got a health potion. Wait, no, I have 2 health potions. I'm good.
All right, so you guys go ahead and start making your way towards the entrance to the Abyss. As you come in, it's a normal day for you guys. A few blink dogs here and there, some small monsters that you guys can handle without much effort. You guys make your way through the Dawn Titan's descent and on over towards the south side of the Abyss. And I made an image earlier that it's basically the map of the first layer from a bird's eye view. It's not exactly to scale because I had a hard time figuring this application out, but I'm going to send this to you real quick so you guys can take a look at it for reference.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I started recording 4 minutes ago.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, what are we doing
We'll stay on, got it.
Is that on Wednesday?
Wednesday the 19th.
Cool.
Is that the 18th? The 18th.
I can't even tell which file it is.
My character's name is... Oh, God.
Gord. Wait, what? What is it?
My character's name is Iceberg because he's based on a character played by Goldberg. The wrestler.
Cool. I like that.
Mine is the most Canadian miniature you've ever seen.
Oh, Dylan, when you see the token that I have for you, it's super perfect. It's it's the best.
Is it a maple leaf?
A what?
Is it a maple?
No, it's a minotaur, but it's a deer. Reindeer.
I'm good with this.
All right.
What do you think it looks like?
So I sent that image to you guys if you want to take a look at it. So it kind of just outlines some of the important areas of the city here. So you guys are up in the northwest corner at the Guild Hall. The entrance to the Abyss is actually about midway through the Dawn Titan's Ascent, so pretty much right on the western side of that circle there is where you guys first enter. And that area, as you guys know, is very much like open plains, and almost looks like, steps for a giant. But then you've got the Dragon Roost on the south side. And that is, as you guys come up on it, you guys actually haven't gone through the Dragon's Roost yet. It's the one area that you guys haven't actually visited before. Because when you went to the marshlands, you walked all the way around the outside and then worked your way down the wall.
Mm-hmm.
As you come to the Dragon's Roost, you see out in the distance just these pillars reaching up hundreds of feet out of the forest ahead. It's not exactly a tropical forest. It's relatively thin, but there are ancient trees here that have grown larger than any tree you've seen before, and in some ways form almost like tunnels that you can walk through. As you guys come through, you see a few different paths. There's one that seems to go pretty close towards the center of the pit here, closer to the rat trap, but then you also have one right towards the middle, and then one going pretty high, close to the wall of the Abyss here. So which route do you guys want to go?
I mean, we're headed to the rat trap, right?
Yeah. Wait. I thought we.
Well, you guys were going to the Dragon's Roost.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get to the rat trap through the Dragon's Roost.
Right.
So.
And that's what we're doing. We're crossing off we're at the dragon. Because there's nothing that's going to surprise us in the Dawn Titan's Ascent anymore.
Yeah, so we cross through the Dragon's Roost and then head towards the center, towards the rat trap.
So you guys want to take the low side close to the rat trap. What is your ultimate goal here? Are you just exploring the Dragon's Roost, or are you going into the rat trap and just kind of like veering through Dragon's Roost just to kind of see what's there, or what's the goal?
We're looking for
we're just like trying to get
juice, right?
Yeah, we're
Please
looking for
forget
Dragon
you. Yeah. Dragon essence.
So I guess we'd go to the middle.
Okay, so you're going towards the middle?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this section of the Dragon's Roost is probably the most dense with these ancient trees. They're, as large as a house almost in size. But as you walk through, you're seeing these pillars all over the place. You guys start to see more avian creatures. So you start seeing birds and hawks, and but these creatures seem to be kind of mutated in a way that aren't really familiar to you, as you see some with extremely strange shaped beaks, almost like the shape of a hammer, and various other mutations in different birds.
Hammer.
Yeah, you see, as you guys come through, you hear what sounds like someone calling for help.
I make a perception check to determine where it's coming from, and if I can determine if it's an actual voice or something mimicking a voice, like a Kenku.
I use Sylvan to talk to the birds to see if they'll tell me what's going on.
I like his better.
All right. So what do you say?
Hail, friends. Can you tell me what is happening?
Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
Ooh.
Yeah, I get a +5.
Nice.
Does he get advantage because he can actually speak to them?
I don't need it. I rolled a 24.
Oh, never mind.
All right. As the birds hear you and start to fly towards you, they not being intelligent creatures can't really hold a great conversation, but they do tell you they start squawking the same word over and over again, which is danger, danger, danger. Will Robinson.
Where is this danger?
As they say, they kind of indicate in the direction of the person crying for it, which is deeper into the dragon's roost.
Alright, so Bjorn goes first.
I'm like preparing a firebolt, like other hand. No, I'm shooting out of my middle finger. I'm like just getting ready for it, like.
Okay, so you're preparing an action on your petrified hand.
Yeah.
And are you guys sneaking up, or what's the plan?
I'm being sneaky.
Shield and battle axe in one hand at the ready. And I think we should sneak.
When I see this, I say, Bjorn, is that a new shield?
Yes!
I like it.
I turn and he can see himself like reflected in it, but it's like a much uglier version.
I take it back. I don't like it anymore.
Bjorn, I like it double.
Very
I thought about
good.
asking for a shield of expressions so I could actually like screw with people, but I'll have to alone.
All right. So, what's your marching order, and give me some stealth checks.
Bjorn first, Jerry second. Who cares about the magic voice?
We'll go
Because I got a shield now, so my AC's a little bit higher. I'm in the back.
What's your AC now?
16. Still not great, but it's better than 12.
19.
Nice.
Robbie, does this stealth check rely on being silent or being unseen?
+1.
Hmm.
I mean, it's a dead
This is kind of an area that, like I said, it's not exactly a dense forest. So I guess to a degree, you're also trying to be, hidden as you are moving through. So give me one for being hidden, trying to not be seen.
Okay.
I got a 15, by the way.
Well, I rolled an at 1, so.
I stealth better than the rogue!
Oh, boy.
If you had told me this relied on being silent, I would get advantage.
Yeah.
Because my boost would be advantage on quiet.
I rolled a 10, but I still stealth better than the rogue.
I mean, I'm behind Bjorn, so am I not already unseen?
Bjorn turns invisible, and he's very much invested in just finding out what this plot hook is. So he only got a 9.
Oh no. Okay, so
I'm the sneakiest one?
The ball of fire is the sneakiest of all of us. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Apparently.
Oh, man.
No. What was yours, Rill?
10.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You got a 15 over here. So as you guys start as you guys start making your way through, and trying to get a little bit closer to where this sound's coming from, you hear Jerry up at the front, and as he's walking, I mean, he's dead silent because of these shoes that he's wearing, but all of a sudden he turns around and he's like, "Shh, be quiet!" in just an extremely loud voice, as he just has a lapse in his judgment for some reason. And everybody else kind of startled by this, starts to make a little bit of noise. The only one able to kind of keep his cool and stay silent is our boy over here, Asher.
I'm aggressively flatulent because of my large cheese consumption.
Yeah, you rip out a loud one.
Oh Lord! All right, so as you guys continue on, again, this time you hear the cry for help seem a bit louder and more pointed towards you.
Interesting.
As you just hear someone off in the distance.
I'm going to who's in front of me? Rill, right? In the order.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast guidance on Rill. For the next minute, roll a d4 and add it to any of your abilities.
All right.
Okay, sweet. When you use the ability, you don't have to do it right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I go ahead and prep a bolt, and I just take the hide action.
Okay.
Vinny,
Um,
are you multi-classing into Cleric?
What was that?
Are you still multi-classing into Cleric, or
Yeah. That's a
one of you
cleric
guys
spell.
get passed without a trace?
I don't have it yet. It wasn't an option for me.
No, I mean, like, eventually get it, please.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are prepping your actions and still moving forward. As you guys come to the edge of this clearing, you see there's 3 large pillars around this open area, and in the center you see a body. Looks like a person laying on their side, facing away from you. As you hear the call for help again.
Paladin man.
I'm like, nope.
It's Paladin Man. No, I think we made it canon that Paladin Man died because of the ooze.
Yeah.
Yeah, the white coating ate him.
He
Died
decided
by
to
the
chill in the
ooze, and you
fungus.
came
And
back by the ooze.
well, I mean, once we find the ooze, then we can resolve it.
We'll use our potion to bring him back.
I mean,
There you
do still
go.
have it.
You do have another one of those.
I tell him, wait, guys, I can
I
send
have it, and I'm not giving it to you.
I can send Nurse out to see what's going on there. I can warg into him. If you guys will just give
And
me.
I say, you do that, because I'm not going out there, because I remember what happened last time we saw a body in the clear.
And I remember last time we sent Nurse to investigate something suspicious.
Right, and Bjorn stole his money for that.
Wheels just told me something interesting.
Does he though?
It's okay, you'll keep that to yourself. Or you'll see what I do to you while you're asleep.
All right. So I sit down, crisscross applesauce. Nurse is on my shoulder, and I all of a sudden eyes go back. I warg into Nurse, and I up straight into the air and then forward, so that I can get on the other side of this body to see its front half.
Okay. So as you circle around, and you get around to the other side of this body to where you get a good view of it, give me a perception check.
With the
Real quick, you just
stats?
tape into a potion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the crow
I
stats.
did not put myself in this.
Okay, let me just double check. All right,
So you want to have
wisdom first. All right, I rolled an 18 plus wisdom. It's plus 1, so 19.
All right. So the first thing that catches your eye is that this corpse is disemboweled, as it looks like something has been tearing into the stomach of it. The second thing you notice is that something's behind you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck.
There goes Nurse 2.
Nurse 2's about to die.
Wait.
Okay.
Asher or the nurse? Or,
The nurse.
okay.
You're crow.
All right, that's plus 2. I rolled a 14 plus 2, so 16.
All right. You swerve out of the way just in time as you see this wyvern come flying in as it lands right in front of all of you guys. And you see its mouth split open and just roar as this isn't a normal wyvern from what you guys have seen. It seems to kind of have its mouth open in the wrong direction.
Oh god, it's got badge mouth.
Okay, I immediately dismiss Nurse and I'm back on my feet. Nurse was like,
All right, roll
that.
initiative.
18.
You denied the wyvern its meal, man. I was hoping to feed it something. Now I gotta feed it one of you guys.
It's a
16.
perfectly good body right there.
I got a 9 for initiative.
Hang on, I gotta get my notepad out. Let's see. I'm actually gonna use. Where's my actual notepad? Oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. All right.
Remember,
So we've got a 9. Who had the 9?
Jerry.
Jerry. What else we got?
I got
I got
a
a
16.
18.
I got
16 on Rill and 18 on our boy.
You got it.
I got a 17.
Dang it.
All right, Asher, you're up.
Oh, me first?
As you see this Bjorn, or not Bjorn, Wyvern appear before you, roaring, prepared to attack.
Nice. All right. So how far in front of me is it?
So it is standing about, I'd say 30 feet. So
30
if you really wanted to get up on it and smack it, you could.
Okay. That's good.
Exactly.
I like going first because this is a good 1-2 combo for the party. I'm gonna use the first level spell slot and cast Guiding Bolt on it. All right.
Guiding bolt on what?
On the Wyvern.
Okay.
If it hits, then it gets really lit up that everyone else gets advantage on it.
Okay, cool.
All right, that's gonna be a 16.
Hang on, let me check the. Yeah, that hit.
Okay. So I have I hold this hand up like a finger gun and I put it down and then I hold up my middle finger and then just a bright white bolt comes out of it and hits this thing as it takes 4d6 radiant damage.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So 4, 7, 10, 13. It takes 13 radiant damage, and I take it back. The next attack roll against this target. Oh no! All attack rolls before the end of my next turn have advantage on it.
Okay.
Dim lighting glittering on the target.
All right. So yeah, the Wyvern gets hit with this bolt that comes out of your middle finger, and as you see it burst into this brilliant light, you hear it cry out in pain as it takes a decent amount of damage. And now it turns to you, Asher, as it charges in, bearing down on you. So yeah, let's see. It is going to first bite at you with its disgusting mouth. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not going to hit. Does a 9 hit?
A 9 does not hit.
As it comes in at you trying to bite, you see the mouth just misses. You're able to dodge a little bit out of the way. And let's see. The next thing it's going to do is try and attack you with its tail as you see the tail come around at you. And does a 14 hit.
Woo! It does not anymore.
All right. So as you see this, and you've got a shield, right?
Yes.
Okay. So as the tail comes in, you're able to bat it out of the way before it even hits you. As it comes flying in, you see a stinger pierce into the ground right next to you. As you see a dripping ooze come out of the end of that stinger. It is now Bjorn's turn. Bjorn.
Cool. I assume I'm within range of the wyvern, right?
Yes.
All right.
It should be right
I
beside
will
me.
Run up to it, and I will rage, and I already have advantage, so I don't have to relentlessly attack. So I'll just run up and smack it with my battle axe.
Okay.
Nice.
That, so I can have my shield still.
Right.
And should have had that pulled up. Battle axe. Okay.
It's a D8 if you're using one-handed, D10 if you're using two.
Does a 24 hit?
Well, yeah.
It's not a 24, it's a 22.
Oh, sorry, that doesn't hit now. Yes, yes, it hits.
I was about to
God
really worry.
damn. Coming out of nowhere with these lit rolls.
Barbarians, man.
I know, it's ridiculous.
I rolled shit for damage, so it's a 9.
Okay. As you come in and, like, I mean, you're laser focused on the neck of this thing as you go to pierce into it, but as you hit it, it doesn't seem to sink very far into the neck as the scales seem to kind of push back on your battle axe. It is now Rill's turn.
If I can, I'm going to just scream into its ear as loud as I can and try to...
All right.
So next time it attacks, it will get me, hopefully.
Okay. I like that. So Rill.
I cast Sacred Flame. It has to succeed a Dexterity saving throw of 13.
Dexterity saving throw of 13. All right. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, it fails.
Alright. Takes 1d8 damage. It takes 7 damage. Radiant.
Hey, nice. All right.
Messing with the wrong boys.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Fucking this
so
thing
I
up.
guess that means I'm up. And if it came after Asher, who was right behind me, I don't even have to move because it's right beside me. Okay, so I go ahead and attack with my 2 rapiers. I haven't meleeed in forever. And I got a 22, so I mean, I'll roll again to see if I crit, but I know I already got it. I did
Okay.
not crit. So 22, I hit it, so it's going to take 1d8 plus 4 from each rapier, because I have 2 weapon fighting.
Did you roll for both rapiers?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay.
Alright, so 2d8 plus 8 for the total. So I did 6, 7 plus 8, that makes 21. And
Well, did you
now-
roll an attack for the second rapier? Because that's your bonus action for
Oh, it is?
two-handed fighting. Yeah.
Oh, well then bump that. I'm going to do my bolts from the grave instead.
Oh, okay.
That does more damage. Okay, so 1d8 plus 4, so it takes 9 damage from the first rapier. And then I use
Okay.
bolts from the grave, which is going to be plus 6 to hit. I still have advantage on that, so let's see. 25. And, oh, I critted! 26. I rolled a nat 20 on bolts from the grave,
Nice.
thanks to the advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 2d6 necrotic as a critical hit.
All right.
I forgot about my guiding bolt. I was like, why do you have advantage? I forgot about that.
Well, he's got advantage because you're right next to him. He's a rogue, so.
Nice.
Yeah, I got advantage anyway. Like, it's
Oh,
not
wait, no,
advantage.
it's not advantage. It's not advantage. You have sneak attack.
Right, which doesn't really matter to this. But it takes 11. I got 5.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
That's critical damage. So I stabbed it, and then basically the purple giant flavored energy flows up into the rapier.
All right.
I love like the visuals of like bolts from the grave. Like visually, it in my head it looks so cool. You know.
Yeah. All right, Asher, you're up.
Yeah, bitch.
All right, how's it looking, Robbie?
It looks pretty bloodied right now.
Pretty bloodied. Okay.
So yeah, we've done some damage to it. Shit.
I forgot to use nurse. I am going to. I can't use my hammer yet because I got that stupid middle finger. So I'm going to use Burning Hands as a first level, and I get to use that once per day as a Fire Genasi thing.
Okay.
So it's in a. Is there anywhere else like in front of me, or like are we surrounding it? Because it's a 15-foot cone in front of me.
Yeah, you guys are kind of like, I mean, I think where you're standing at and where everybody's kind of got up to, you guys are all kind of in the same area. So if you do have a cone in front of you, you shouldn't hit anybody.
Shouldn't? Okay, cool.
Right.
So it needs to make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Okay. It passes.
Damn it. Okay, so it's going to take...
That's been my only good roll so far.
So it's going to take half damage, okay? So I stand in front of it, and normally I do this with my hands, and I, blow into it, 36 fire damage.
Lame.
5. Shut up, Curtis. 8. 5. So that's, wait. 13. 13 halved would be 7 or 6?
When dealing damage, you roll down.
Okay, so 6. Takes
Roll
5
down. 6 damage?
Yeah, 6 fire damage.
All right. Cool. So it is now the wyvern's turn. As let's bite. Okay. As you see the creature now turn to you, Bjorn, and it's going to bite at you.
Try it.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. Shoot. It's a 14, so that's not going to do it. And let's see, Jerry.
Hi.
Does an 18 hit?
Shield is a reaction. So no.
Okay. So as you go, you see this tail coming in at you. The stinger prone to hit you, and you quickly cast shield as it gets stopped by this force field momentarily before it even hits you. It is at this point going to attempt to fly away. So give me dexterity saving throws. If you pass, then you can take your attack of opportunity.
Sweet, I get advantage. Oh, Jesus.
I got a 16.
I got a 15.
Natural 20 plus 2.
Okay. All three of those pass. So if you guys want to make a melee attack on this guy, go for it. This is just a straight up melee, so it's not going to be like, a sneak attack or anything like that, I don't think. And I don't know if you can cast magic.
Is this
basically just one rapier.
You got to roll to hit. This was because as he's flying away, he's causing a lot of wind. Normally, if something runs away, it doesn't really do anything, but because it's flying, you guys got to make a save before you can determine if you actually can try to hit. So give me attack rolls.
Oh.
Nat 20. Nat 20 on my attack roll.
Right.
Nice. Do you want to do a melee attack for attack of opportunity? Give me a dexterity saving throw, and then if you pass that, then you can.
I got an unnatural 20.
I got a natural 20.
Okay, you 3 hit.
Okay.
I
So
got an 11.
I do 9 damage. I got a 5 plus 4 for my rapier.
Okay.
Can I use the
What'd you get, Vinny, for your save?
11.
11. As you get knocked down to the ground, you're unable to take your attack of opportunity. What was your damage, Bjorn?
I haven't rolled damage yet because I'm going to ask a question.
Go ahead and ask your question.
Can my attack be with my dwarven autocannon thing? Try to grab it?
It can.
Awesome.
And you bring me to the point where I have to make up a weapons attack. All right, let's see.
To be fair, if it's even still alive by the time we all hit it, because
Yeah.
like I say, I critted, real critted. I've already critted with Pulse from the Grave. Like, it was already bloody. It's got to be real fucking close to dead.
That was critical.
I'd say it's probably a D10 for damage.
Plus
That
my-
feels fair to me, I think.
plus
It's
my-
not something that you can be proficient in.
Oh, okay.
So it won't add your proficiency, so it's just a flat D10. It's like casting a spell or something like that.
I'm still raging, so do I get the bonus from the rage?
Sure.
Yes! Oh my god.
I mean, you would normally, so yeah.
That's a 10 plus 2 from rage.
All right.
I did 8 damage.
Nice. All right. So cumulatively, how do you guys do it?
I'll grab it, and then they'll destroy it.
Okay, yeah, so Bjorn brings it down. What are you hitting it with?
Quarterstaff.
Okay, so he whacks it in the face as I stab it in the eye.
All right.
I like fall down on my butt.
Fuck you. And they're like, what the hell, Asher?
The wind got me. I'm sorry.
Did it put out your fire?
No, nothing puts out my fire.
Fire that
All right. As
Closer to you.
you throw your dwarven grappling cannon out, catch it by the neck, and you rip it down to the ground. You two jump on it and stab it. As it flails for a second before it finally dies.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hey,
You guys did it. You solved my weird wyvern puzzle.
Anybody want that gross stinger that I had?
I look at Bjorn and I say, Bjorn, do you mind helping me out?
Huh?
Do you mind helping me out?
I'll toss the end of the cannon at him so he can have a rope.
Wait,
But
no.
really fast and slam into the dirt next to him. So he'll probably shit his pants.
All right.
No. Can you chop off its wings for me, please?
What
You don't want the
of-
poison
sorry.
tail?
What kind of monster are you making?
No, I want the wings. I don't care about the tail.
Okay, I want the tail.
Everybody give me your order, and I'll butcher this thing.
So
I need to get Cook's tools.
yeah.
Besides, if we get the venom out of his tail, we have an alchemist type person over here. He can distill things with that venom.
I'm pretty sure I actually have them.
So the when you try to take the wings off, what weapon or what are you using to try and take them off?
I could just rip them, but I feel like my strongest weapon is probably the best one to use here. So I'll use
Okay.
Reeve.
And are you trying to be precise with this attack, or are you just trying to lop them off wherever you hit?
How do you want it, Doc?
Keep it intact for me. You never know what's gonna happen when I use them.
I guess a precision blow.
All right.
We have to all these body parts.
So with this weapon, you'll be able to cleave through anything without much difficulty. The main thing is going to be precise here. So you'll be able to cut through them with one blow. But give me a sleight of hand for this, because you're trying to make sure your aim is true as you cut these wings off. So give me 2, 1 for each wing.
11 and 10.
Okay. So yeah, as you pull these wings over to Asher, you as a doctor see that he's kind of butchered the joints a little bit, as they're not exactly unworkable, but you know that anything you make with these wings is going to be in a lot of pain with arthritis and such.
Just cast maintenance. No big deal.
By the way, like all the body parts that Bjorn has been carrying for me, we've been leaving in the room as we go.
Okay.
Good, because they've not been added to my inventory. So
I've got like a corner of my room is just like body parts. That's like.
Are you doing anything to preserve these body parts?
I mean, I can cast Spare the Dying on it, which prevents it from rotting for a while.
That just means it keeps bleeding.
Better than rotting.
Oh god.
I mean,
Didn't you get some dude's penis too?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
he took
that
it
was-
to
Oh, he
bite.
still has that. He
got
still
a
has
The
nice
that.
vicious V.
He's still
Every
got
time
a
he tries to
blue.
put the dick back, I sneak it into his inventory and use it to sleep.
How does this dick keep getting in you?
It's always in his.
You wanted the tail
It's
too,
always
right?
in his back pocket.
Jerry wanted the
Yeah,
tail.
we want the tail so we can get the venom off. Like if you just lop the tail off of the big, just figure out the venom gland at the end.
Okay, this would be the same thing. You're strong enough to cut through it. Just give me a precision.
9.
11, 10.
No one's casting guidance on me. Like I.
Oh,
I mean,
damn it!
can I just try to extract the venom gland? Because I've got a rapier, which is a finesse weapon, and I've got +6 to sleight of hand.
You think of this after he's already tried to lop at it. So
If you let me roll this as nature,
What?
it would be a 10.
Well, I told him to lop at the base of the tail, not where the gland was. It's up at the tip. Like that's what I'm at.
It's like you
Well,
gotta come
I
straight
heard
down,
that
then come that way.
I was understanding that it was the gland that you were going for. So
Once
as
lop
you
the tail off.
go and cut at it, you do nick a little bit close to the gland, more so than you thought you would. So as you guys see the gland fall off, you see it's starting to pour out some of the poison that was in it. What do you do?
Mild earth it into a bowl.
Mild Earth.
All right. Yeah, so you guys are able to collect most of the poison out of the gland. You only lost a little bit, but I'd say you probably managed to pull about a vial and a half out of it.
Cool.
Do you guys have extra glass bottles laying around?
I mean,
Totally.
I mean, we got our resident alchemist over here, so I guess at any point he's going to have some empty bottles.
Yeah, I have alchemist supplies.
I haven't thrown out the
Okay,
bottles.
yeah,
from
so
the-
you got it.
healing
You're
I-
good.
Like I said, I still have the empty bottles from the 2 potions of healing I've used in our adventures.
All right.
And I've been collecting
Nice.
everybody else's retcon. So I have like 5. Because they're shiny.
So, yeah, you guys have extracted everything out of the dead body that you could. What do you want to do now?
Want to go check out the dead body?
Yeah.
Like, see if it's got a whistle.
Oh, the other
I-
dead body.
Yes,
It's not
the
dead.
purse.
The
It's
person
alive.
that was eaten.
You know what? Good point. Last time we had this happen, the thing was alive. It was just all but dead. And we saved it.
I walk up to that dead body and I touch it and I cast Spare the Dying on it. If it has 0 hit points, it becomes stable. But I mean, if it's dead, it's still dead. But it's,
Yeah, as you look at it, you as a doctor would know that there's no saving this poor soul, as it's missing half of the organs that are usually inside the abdomen. You think it's probably only got like half of a lung left, and you don't even see its heart in there.
I use my fingertips to close its eyes and I say, he's beyond my expertise. He's gone.
I walk over by the doctor
Any
and I'm
part of
like,
him usable?
huh. I feel like there should be more in there.
So, Jerry, as you walk up, you recognize this person.
Son of my mother.
Yep.
Oh shit, is it me?
No. It is Orthrevere, one of your contacts.
Aw, man.
The red
He was
whistle.
a red whistle. I'm like,
As you start to inspect the body, you see a note.
okay. Is it written in common or drow?
It is written in common.
Sweet.
Actually,
What does it say?
no. Actually, it is written in Drow. Yeah, I like that.
Cool. I'll take that. What does it say?
It says, "See you soon, number 14."
Oh shit.
Okay, guys, I've got good news and I've got bad news. The bad news is, Andrew knows we're coming, and he's apparently going to take out people just to draw my... How did you fucking know we were going to be over here? Like, how long has Arthur been here? Vinny, or Asher, how long has this body been here with your medical expertise? I mean, it's stanky, but everything here is stanky.
What would you want me to roll for that, Robbie, to figure that out?
Give me a medicine check.
Medicine.
I could ask the birds if they know.
Dude, that's a 17 plus 3.
Okay.
As you take a look at the body, you can tell that the wounds that have been inflicted on the abdomen were post-mortem. So he was already dead before the wyvern started tearing into him. As you kind of take a look, you see that you're not really certain what it was that caused him to die, as it looks as though it may have been multiple things. You see his veins, showing signs of stress, probably a stroke or something of that nature, but possibly poison based off of some of the coloring of the skin and such. So you're not really certain how exactly he died, but it doesn't look like it was a very pleasant death.
Okay, how long
and it looks as though he's been there for probably about 3 days.
I relay all that information to Jerry.
That doesn't make any sense, because Bond Druid's only known that, or I was only connected to Bond Druid 2 nights ago.
You're right.
He would have.
Yeah, you're right. That's an oversight on my part. So I'd say probably about a day and a half or 2 at most.
Okay, so so it sounds like he did this right after, which means he knew we were going to come in through the Dragon's Roost. Which means he may be able to peer in on me as I am on him, or he's getting through with his connection to Zasis, which powers both my magic and Bjorn's orb. So I just wrap some cloth over my dragon mark so nobody can see it. And then I just throw a hanky on Bjorn's orb, just in case. I don't need Saruman the asshole watching us.
All right. I call out to the birds and ask them who was calling for help.
The wyvern, right?
Yeah, you guys have encountered this species of wyvern before. They're able to mimic the sounds of humans. He hasn't. Yeah, that's right. He hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you ask the birds and other avian creatures around you, the response is unanimously pointing towards the wyvern.
Yeah, we've seen this trap before.
That's peculiar.
I, as a ritual, cast Speak with Animals on myself, just for flavor and because I want to hear what he's talking about.
Okay, well, if he's doing that, then I guess I could take a short rest and get my shield back.
All right.
Do you want to take a short rest? How long does
This is only a 10-minute thing, I think.
We'll check.
All right.
Well, I go ahead and stow one of my rapiers and equip a shield I bought. So now I'm just one rapier and one shield. I had it, I knew I would need it at some point, and if I'm not going to bother with 2-weapon fighting due to bolts from the grave anyway, there's no point. So I'm just going to take the shield and the extra AC, when I can still use my bonus action for bolts from the grave.
Nice. All right. I ask Asher to burn the body because we've seen what the Abyss can do to people. We don't know if it can affect bodies as well.
That's a good idea.
That's the best idea you've had all week, Druid.
Right, I use produce flame and I touch the body and I say, God, what would I look at Rills and I say, what would Ekris say? Maybe we can say something about the body really quickly.
I can say something about the deceased. I knew
it's probably best.
Yeah, Jerry.
This person wasn't affiliated with Ekris.
Okay, so I go over. I just get on my knees in front of them, Orthevere. I mean, I didn't really know you that well, but you seem like a pretty chill dude. And I am sorry that some asshole did this to you to get to me. So I hope you find peace or whatever you need. I know that now you will never have to deal with the sunlight that plagued you again, because Orthevere was sensitive to sunlight due to being corrupted by the strange magic of the Abyss. And then I take the rapier I'm not going to fight with, and I put some cheese on it, and I melt it. And I give some to Wheels, and I eat some myself.
I take my magic orb, and it's a touch spell, but instead of like me touching the body to burn it, I use my orb to like float it down, touch the body, and like burn it as a touch spell.
Okay, cool. I like it.
Rat.
with
Wait.
the,
I didn't check his pockets for anything else.
with
He's already burned up.
Yeah.
with
Bodies don't burn that hot.
Yeah, but that fire did.
It's magic
with the
fire.
Speak with Animals spell, it says I can ask about nearby locations and monsters. So I want to ask if these animals know of anywhere I can find dragon essence in the immediate vicinity. Well, maybe if it's not immediate, where the nearest place.
Glowy
They don't
fire.
have a concept of dragon essence, so you can ask
Show
about
them the
places or monsters.
Show them
well,
Show them the
Dragon-
little dragon essence capsule and see if they recognize it.
I don't
Ask
have
them
any.
where it would be found.
Oh, you don't have
You
any
have
more.
a You have a capsule of it.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
did recover a capsule.
Did we?
Yes.
Yeah.
We got
Oh.
it back from the cave.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cool.
That's right. I'll show them the castle. Good call.
As they look at it,
I also have
Yeah.
beast.
so as they look at it, they kind of squawk in confusion as they don't really seem to understand what you're doing. One of them comes down and like starts to peck at it, but as they see it's not food, they're like, and then fly off.
Well, I could have
Do you want to ask them anything else?
Where the nearest dragon is. The nearest dragon lair.
Dragon Lair. Okay.
I want
They,
to. Go ahead.
They point you in the direction closer to the wall of the abyss.
So away from where we're trying to go.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay with it. You guys are. Though, if we are going to go to a lair of monstery types, I do want to take a short rest and get my shield.
Yeah. And I'm
Is
just
it-
gonna I'm just gonna chat with Rill in bear speak, just until it wears off, just for fun.
No, and mouth speak, so we can talk to Wheels too.
And Wheels,
So-
oh shit.
You guys headed out around 8 today, I would say, and with a couple hours of traveling and then this encounter, it's probably about 11, close to noon.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys can probably stop for a lunch break. Do you guys want to do anything to set up a perimeter, or you just kind of plopping down and chilling?
I cast alarm as a ritual.
Cast alarm as a ritual.
Yes.
I asked the birds if there's anything nearby.
They kind of respond in general with I mean, you could ask them to warn you if you want to do that. It's the same thing as alarm, but as far as a monster nearby, that can change over the course of an hour. So, at the moment there isn't. You've got a dead wyvern there. So yeah, you have basically 2 alarms set right now. Let's see.
I'm gonna talk to Wheels and I can say, "Hey, Wheels, come here for a minute."
As Wheels jumps off of Jerry and scampers over to Bjorn.
What the hell, bro?
Wheels, and you see this massive stone man just going just into and he's talking mouse. Wheels, if you'll allow me,
I'm talking to the birds to try to examine them.
allow me, I've learned
Investigation on this note.
On the what?
Right.
On the note to see if I can determine anything else beyond see you later number 14.
I mean, I can go ahead and tell you that you've discerned any extra information from it. It's a regular piece of parchment, so it doesn't appear to be magical in any means. And beyond just the handwriting itself, you study it and you can recognize that handwriting now. But beyond that, there isn't much more to discern from it. So,
Okay.
I mean, if you really want to roll, I'll give you the exact same information I just gave you.
Well, then that would be redundant, wouldn't it?
But Rill, you wanted to ask the bird something?
I wanted to examine them to see if I could study the corruption of the abyss a bit.
Okay. What do you think would work for this? I'm thinking Arcana, just because it's mainly a magical effect on these creatures. So, roll Arcana and see if you discern anything from them. You're able to use your speak with animals to get them to come to you calmly and not resist.
All right. 12.
Yeah, they're weird.
All right. So, what you can discern from it is basically the same information that you can see just visually looking at them. They appear to be mutated in some way, and your best guess is probably it's associated with the fact that they fly. So they're changing in altitude very quickly, and that may have something to do with the mutations.
All right. I bring one of them closer to my orb of Ekris to see if there's any response.
Yeah, they don't seem to react in any way. They kind of peck at it a little bit. The orb doesn't even respond really, as though it's just kind of like, unresponsive in that respect. Is there anything else you wanted to check out with it?
No.
Okay.
What was Curtis and Rills talking about?
Yeah, I was. While I have him with me, I was going to ask him, Wheels, if you'll allow me, I have a new ability I would like to try out. I'll give you a piece of cheese, and I'll find like one of the last few pieces of cheese that are in my pocket.
Okay.
Which is like beneath a weird amount of other items that I didn't know were there, but they're so small I don't really care.
And you find more cheese than you expected.
There you go. So are you okay with that, Wheels?
Yeah, Wheels kind of jumps up excitedly at the prospect of cheese as you spot.
All right, I'll put my other hand on top of him. Don't worry, it's not gonna. Well, what was the book where he killed all the mice he touched? The older brother.
Oh,
Of Mice and Men.
Of Mice and Men.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that. Don't worry. I touch it.
Okay.
And my eyes shut, and when they open again, they're little rat eyes, and I can see through Wheels' eyes and hear the things he hears. As an action for the next hour, I can do it, and I see myself, and then suddenly he eats cheese, and I see that from a rat perspective, and then I go back to myself. But just want to see this fun.
Okay, cool.
But
Nice.
I'm also going to tell him, just to tell me any weird shit that Jerry has in his bag next time he goes in.
He goes ahead and tells you about the tentacle porn that Jerry has stashed away.
Is it
Just
Odin?
straight up rats him.
The crazy thing is, I stole it from Asher.
Rats.
I just wanted him to go looking for it and not find it. Like, hey, this is a mouse, sir. Not a
Oh
rat.
my god. Yeah, what Jerry's into furry stuff.
Why he has a mouse.
I'm telling you, I stole the porn from Asher. I'm just waiting for him to go look. And then be like, I can't find it. And then be upset, but can't tell us why.
Yeah, that's why I'm so angry all the time.
Oh, jeez. So yeah, the hour passes without any event. You don't have any issues with monsters coming after you or anything. So you guys spend your lunch hour just chilling, catching up, talking to animals.
Eating cheese.
So yeah,
All right,
what's the plan?
Swag.
let's make our way to the rim.
To the rim.
The whole boys are going to the rim.
Oh Lord. So yeah, you guys begin to make your way towards the edge of the abyss. As you come up, this area starts to kind of thin out. You don't have as many of these massive trees. It's a little bit more plainy, similar to what you would see in the Dawn Titan's Descent. And at this point, you see some wyverns out in the distance, but you're able to kind of avoid them a little bit and manage to make your way to the edge where you find a large cave.
Cool.
That sounds like where we're going, boy.
All right. Make our way.
So how do you guys want to approach it?
We could ask any fauna around here.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Of the cave are.
Yeah, go live there.
I asked some local animals. I call out to local animals to see if there are any in the cave or near the cave that know anything about the cave. Like what's
the local fauna, they just seem to respond with all of them the same word, just beasts. You know, they keep saying that as but they don't. You know, they have the understanding of a wyvern, but they don't seem to respond in that way. They know what other creatures of that nature in this area are, but they don't respond in that way. They seem to use this kind of generalized term for monster that they keep repeating to you.
All right, lead the way, big guy.
All right,
Feel free.
you second, Jerry.
All right, let's see. So you guys are doing a different encounter than I thought you were going to do, so give me just a second.
Ooh.
Keep me on your toes.
Constantly.
Interesting.
Yeah, isn't it your job to steer us to that encounter?
Not at all.
It's his job to set out where the story eventually needs to go. It's up to us whether or not we actually...
I know.
And
I'm just messing
don't
around.
go that way too early.
Too early. Oh shit, Tiamat appears. Fuck. He's supposed to be the BBEG. Now we're fighting Tiamat. What happened?
That's the second time that's happened in the last couple of months in one of our games.
I know, man. Tiamat just keeps showing up.
I know, it's crazy.
Tiamat
Tiamat 2.0. All right.
This one's got like a robot dragon head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New bomb.
All right. So as you guys start to step into this cave, what's your marching order? How are you guys approaching this?
I'm in the back again.
I'll take point.
Same order as usual.
Yeah, it seems to work.
Okay. And what manner are you approaching in?
I'm being quiet and sneaky.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, give me some stealth checks.
I got a...
Does still check rely on sound or sight?
I think with it being a cave, there's not as much light, so you don't have to worry as much about being seen. So this would be sound based.
Good, because my first one was a natural 1, but my second one was a 25. Thank God for advantage on stealth checks that rely on being quiet.
I rolled a 12.
I got a 19.
What'd you get, Bjorn?
21.
All right.
I've been
I turned
it
stealthy
down.
once.
The lowest was a 12.
Yeah.
right.
Invisible.
Do you wear armor at all, Rill?
He wears a Letterman jacket.
I have spiked armor.
Okay. So as you guys start to step into the cave, it gets a little bit darker. So you guys can kind of hide in the shadows, but as you guys are marching, you kind of hear the spikes on Rill's armor kind of clattering just a little bit. It's not terribly loud, but it's loud enough to where you guys notice it, and you're just kind of like, shut up.
Wheels, shut up.
So yeah, you guys march in and start to get deeper into this cave. Give me some perception checks. Actually, Bjorn and Jerry would be the ones to give me this, since you guys are up at the front of the group.
Okay. Is this something I can see or something?
This would be sight-based.
Sweet advantage because eyes of the eagle.
I rolled an 8 anyways.
Which is good because I got a 9 on the first roll, but the second one was an 18.
Nice.
All right. A 4. Bjorn, you're so focused on trying to be quiet that you're having a hard time paying attention to your surroundings. But you're doing a fantastic job of being quiet. Jerry, as you start to take a look around, you guys are stepping into this area. You notice that, particularly this cave doesn't look like a naturally formed cave. It appears as though it's man-made to some degree. As you look at some of the walls and you see, cut marks in them from pickaxes and other materials or weapons and such. As you get deeper in, you see a light start to form up ahead, and you happen to hear some voices.
Are they speaking in common, or can I not tell? Far away.
They are speaking in common, as you hear one of them say, "I swear I heard something down there," and the other one's like, "Are you sure? Should we go get the boss?" At which point you hear the other one say, "Yeah, just to be safe, I'm gonna get the boss. You stay here and keep watch." As you hear one of them march off.
Okay, guys, there's someone down there, and they know we're here. Well, okay, they heard something. They heard Rill.
Sorry.
I'm gonna speak with animals and just make the sound of like a bird. So maybe they think that it's a bird down there, and they don't go get it.
That's smart.
Do a bat. Bats are more common in caves.
Oh.
Huh?
Bats.
Do a bat.
Bats?
Not a bird.
Ooh, bats. I'll do bats, you do birds.
All right. Do a performance check for me for this.
I think that includes you.
I'll just let
All
him.
right. You sound just like a bat as you just call out, and I don't even know what they sound like, but yeah, just hear.
Something like that.
They sound like Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. The bat among men.
Exactly. So they think it's a bat, which means you get sneaky on up there, and they just think it's a bat making noise.
As you do this, the other one has already left by the time you conveyed this information, so it's only one of them at this point, and one of them hears this, but the other has already left to go get the captain.
Right, and that one thinks there's a bat, which means we can go out there and take him out before they get back. Then we can lay a trap.
All right.
So,
how do you guys want to approach that?
guys, I think I'm going to prep a bolt, and I think I should either take point or be right beside Bjorn for my sneak attack.
I mean, yeah, I'll prepare.
If that works.
Well,
not do anything firebolts because that's loud and causes a lot of light. If we're in a cave.
you'll only get your sneak attack if you are able to surprise him. If you're standing next to Bjorn, it doesn't do anything. Bjorn has to be standing next to him for you to get sneak attack.
Then Bjorn can stand behind me, and I will be the first to poke my head around.
So you're going to need to give me a stealth check. This one is based on sight as well as sound, so you will need to do a normal roll.
Okay.
Is this everybody?
25.
25?
Ooh.
No, just him. He's the one that's trying to attack. So as you poke your head around, you can go ahead and attempt to attack.
Okay. Basically, I'm trying to initiate a surprise round, guys. At which point, Bjorn can come around the corner, and then chop him in the face.
So he's about 60 feet away from when you pop your head around and take a look.
Well, turds. Okay, I mean, I can still hit him with the crossbow, sneak attack style. Okay, you got...
How long is the rope on the dwarven auto grapple?
I think it's about 30 feet.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, but he can move 30
no.
feet and then bring the dude over.
It's 40 feet because it's meant for a 30-foot, distance, and you need some tying distance.
Which means he can move like 20 feet to the guy and bring him over here. and then we'll have a dead body closer to the little bend here in the cave.
I will just tell you that the Dwarven grapple cannon is very loud. So
Okay.
probably not going to be the tool to use in this situation.
That's fair.
Fair enough. Okay. Well,
I mean, Bjorn's used it enough that he knows that, so he's just automatically going to think that. I don't think he's going to have that slip his mind.
Jen, do we have another stink bear? We'll just push this one close, right?
So are we waiting for the other guys to come back so we can get them all at once?
I don't know. I'm waiting to hear from Jerry because he's the one that poked his head around.
I mean, it's up to you guys. We can either take this one out right now, and then just have to deal with how everybody come back,
So did you
or we
already
can just take them all at once.
did you already hit this guy, Jerry?
No, he just
No.
poked his head around the corner.
Because I can
Right. Like,
cast,
I have a surprise.
Can you tell us
command and like tell him to,
I didn't catch any of that, Vinny.
I can cast command and tell him to lie.
I'm sorry, Vinny. I still didn't catch that. I heard command, and that was it.
Command, I speak a one-word phrase to someone. They do like a wisdom saving throw, and they have to do it. If not,
So you can tell them, come here.
Yeah.
Or come.
No, come here. C''MERE. Come here.
So he has to be able to hear it.
The command would be approach.
It says I have to see him within range. That's all it says.
Well, what's your range for?
60 feet.
Okay.
It says 60 feet, yeah.
Well, he's like 60. He's like 60 feet from me. So if Doctor could sneaky you up here, great. Not.
what is he? Is he a human? You can tell
Human.
us, right?
Is it who? Okay, so I assume it's one of the just the cave raiders, the bandits, because we're over towards their side of town anyway.
Oh, I didn't roll right.
So if Asher comes over, I will prep a bolt to fire based on the raider noticing, or the raider passing the wisdom save or noticing Asher.
I mean, I've got
Because he
advantage
still
on
wouldn't see
stealth.
me, so I was
Here, let me,
go for it.
yeah, let me roll for it.
Oh yeah, you have to be like invisible, so that works.
First one's 11. Second one's a 15 plus 1, so 16.
So you're going to pop out and cast the spell.
Yeah.
Give me a stealth check to pop out. Unless you don't care about being stealthy.
Well, that was the 16. That was my stealth.
That was your stealth?
Yeah.
Okay. As you pop out, he doesn't seem to respond. He kind of hears a little bit of a scuffle, but as he looks, he kind of seems at ease at the moment. Yeah.
So you wanted me to tell him to come to us?
The command is approach.
Okay.
At which point you and I will just hide back around the corner, and once he gets inside, we all just kill the fuck out.
Okay. We've become murder hope.
Like Tilly's dead.
Alright, I say approach. He's got to pass a DC 13 wisdom saving throw.
All right.
And if he passes, that triggers my reaction to just shoot him in the face.
How exactly are you going to be able to tell if he passes? What's that?
Simple. He approaches, and he doesn't look like he's being compelled to do it.
Okay, so that's your trigger. If he doesn't look like he's being compelled to come towards you.
Right. If he looks like he's investigating or hostile, as opposed to, okay, I'm going to go over there.
Okay, there is no effect if the target, it doesn't say anything if your thing fails.
Yeah.
So nothing happens.
It's just yeah.
Then in that case, if he doesn't come over, then I just shoot him in the face.
Or
I'd say he does, someone would know if they have some spell cast upon them. So he would definitely know something's happened. And I mean, yeah, it makes sense that he would want to investigate.
Okay, then if he approaches and he doesn't look like he's just going, oh, I'm gonna go over there. If he looks like, I'm gonna go check this out, or what the fuck was that?
I would imagine his body moves more robotic because he's being magically compelled to do this. You know, instead of like.
No, I think he would just like meander. I think he would just like mosey on over, like, okay, I'm gonna go over here now.
The target moves toward you by the.
Yeah, I think it's more of like Inception, where you've convinced him to do something that he normally wouldn't do. But it's like, it's not like he's forced to do it. It's just like, this seems like a really good idea. I'm going to go and actually check out that sound.
Yeah.
That's kind of how command works under the hood.
Okay.
Would he actually walk like a puppet and like his feet would barely touch the ground as he just wiggles around on his way over?
Of course. Jeez.
Well, you said he would know if a spell was cast on him if he passed the save. So if I see him, like shake his head, what the hell was that? Then arrow to the face, or wherever I attempt to hit.
So yeah, we've got it figured out. I think we can go ahead with this save. And you said, that was a D12.
13.
Let's see.
Yes, roll that. Roll that.
It was a wisdom.
Yeah, DC 13 was a saving throw.
So, as you cast this spell, you see him suddenly kind of look around for a second, as he then stands up and, brandishes his weapon, but he starts to kind of walk towards you guys, slowly.
Cool.
All right, he will stop within 5 feet of us if the spell worked.
Cool.
Was that the, the thought?
No, that's what the spell says. He will stop within 5 feet of us.
Oh, okay.
He'll stop in stabbing range.
All right. So yeah,
Within stabbing range.
as he starts approaching, he's now 30 feet from you guys, and now 20. As he gets closer and closer, he's 10. As he gets to that 5 mark where it's just around the bend, you see him stop.
Okay, at that point, I have had time to switch from my crossbow to my rapier and shield. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack this bad boy.
So like a group damage roll? Is that how this works?
Well, this is my sneak attack.
Well,
He doesn't know I'm here.
Before you do that, give me a perception check real quick, since you seem to be the one up at the front, Jerry.
Okay, is this something I'm seeing or something I'm
Hearing.
Hits. Okay. 19.
All right. You hear some shuffling in a door in the distance.
Okay, does the shuffling sound like a bunch of people or just a couple? Like, I can't get an exact number, but I can get a horde versus a couple.
It sounds like more than one person at least, but it's a tense moment right now, so you're about to kill this guy.
Okay. Then I want to kill him fast.
All right. Give me an attack. This will be advantage.
Yep, and he is within melee range, so I'm just gonna go out. I critted on the first roll, so.
Oh!
Dude, that's like 3 natural 20s for me today.
Dang!
Which is good because I've had some natural ones that advantage got rid of, so this has been pretty even actually.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1d8 plus 4 of stabination to the face.
Nice.
So he takes 6 damage, and then I will go ahead and send my bolts from the grave at him. So I have to
How much sound do the bolts of the grave make? That doesn't sound like a spell that would necessarily be quiet.
It says it uses my sneak attack.
Yeah, any attack that you do would utilize sneak attack if you have sneak attack.
It just says ranged spell attack. I am proficient with it. I add my dexterity modifier, which is my damage roll. Dexterity is stealth.
He's got a point there.
If it would be loud, I'll just use my regular sneak attack.
True.
What I'll say is they're not like fireball explosion, but they do make a sound. So If you want to be super sneaky, then you could not use them. If you are comfortable with a little bit of sound, then go with that. But I think it's more of like, the sound of
It's no louder than me stabbing him, I would assume.
I'd say it's about as loud as a crossbow bolt, or the crossbow itself, firing. You hear that thong.
Okay, yeah, then I'm good with that sound, because if he survives all this and anybody else has to hit him, that will be loud. Like, have you heard Bjorn? He does not fight quiet. He has a.
That's okay. I have shillelagh.
And he screams shillelagh every time he uses that.
Probably done that one.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit him with bolts from the grave. I assume
He did it once and he got the kill. I think there's a correlation there.
Right. And I assume that gets advantage too, right?
What's that?
That's part of my. Would bolts from the grave also get advantage because it's my surprise round?
The first attack has advantage. Anything after that is a normal attack.
Okay. And just regular old 1d20 plus 6. Actually, I had already rolled 2, but I'll go ahead and just roll again now that I know I'm going to roll. Would a 12 hit him?
Barely.
Sweet.
But it hits him.
Okay, so he's going to take 2d6 plus 4. So because I already stabbed him, basically just like with the wyvern, I'm going to send that little purple drink down the blade and shock him for 9 damage. So he has taken a total of 15 from me.
All right. As you jump out and stab this guy, and then you see these bolts come into him and dealing necrotic damage. You see him fall limp. At that moment, you hear someone coming through the door at the end of the hallway. Give me a dexterity save to see if you're able to move out of sight.
Can we catch the guy before he hits the ground and pull him away?
Yeah, that's going to be part of this dex save.
Well, I mean,
Unless you want me to make more rolls.
I get plus 4 to dex, so I'm going to roll. I got a 6, so it did not work. So I went down with him, basically.
Yeah, so as you grab this guy, you start to kind of pull him as you see these guys, and you end up tripping and falling. And so you are prone staring at these guys as they're just in front of you.
Can I try to grab him real quick before he falls and pull him in? Still leave the dead guy, but get Jerry back?
You can pull him back, but he's still going to be seen, and
Never mind.
things are yeah. So you can either watch him fall, or you can save him from falling.
He'll be prone, so I don't want that to happen. So I'll try to save him.
Okay. So you grab him, you prevent him from being prone.
While he's doing that, do I see how many there are?
Give me a roll for it, dex check to grab him.
Oh, okay.
Would that be acrobatics or athletics or?
What was that?
Is this
Curtis.
Would that be sorry.
a check or a save?
This is a check. And what was your question, Dylan?
Is he using acrobatics or athletics or anything like that?
No, this is just a straight dex check.
Okay.
Does Jerry see how many people there are?
Okay.
It's a 19, so yeah.
And then, do I see how many are coming? Do I get a perception check?
I mean, there's a lot happening in this 6 seconds, so I'd say probably no. You tried to get out of the way. But yeah, let's go ahead. As you grab him, keep him from falling. You guys all kind of have your focus point towards the door as you hear a voice shout.
Around the corner.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've got 2 guys right out in the middle, so you guys can see. As you guys look down and you see the 2 people in the doorway, what you can only assume to be the captain and the guy that went to get him, as you hear the captain turn and say, "Release the beast!"
Oh shit.
Bjorn steps forward.
As you see the captain start to pull his weapon out and step forward as well. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're like over 60 feet away, so I'm not terribly concerned.
Okay, 16.
I got a 14.
I rolled a nat 20 for initiative, total of 24.
Nice.
Did you get one, Curtis?
Yeah, I got a 19.
No, I wasted a nat 20 on initiative when I didn't need it. I could have had a 19. Fine.
Asher, you had 14?
Yeah. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do all the rolls while he's using the bathroom so I can figure
Roll
out where
dexterity
everybody
for your
is.
aim, Vinny.
Here. I'll be right back too then.
Roll dexterity for your aim, Curtis. Look, I just want to make sure he actually hits the roll dexterity for your aim when you go pee.
I'm just getting some water this time.
He comes back with lemonade. All right, Gannon, it's bedtime. Yes, little mom. Here. Well, you did have a nap today, so we're going to stay up at tomorrow. You can have one more hour. Mommy says no.
Let's go out. Whew.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is kind of weird. I hear a child screaming.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go to bed.
Ever.
Oh no.
Yeah, he wants to just sit there until he falls asleep.
His bed is where he is.
He's 4. Wherever he falls asleep is his bed. And now we just wait for Curtis.
We all taking a potty break.
I think he's getting some water,
Or lemonade.
which is great because I actually have to roll some stuff real quick.
Makes sense. This encounter wasn't planned.
All right.
Alright, so we got 2 coolants and then unspecified number of kill beasts. So at least 4 enemies, if not more.
He said release the beast, not the beasts.
Yeah, I said beasts, plural.
Robbie, did he say release the beast or the beasts?
He said beast, singular.
Okay, so we got
At least
at
3.
least 3. And he did say drop the beat, so there will not be fat music in the background. We need to find an artifact with the inscription Bards to Men for Life, and it's basically just a music box that just plays the sound that Shatter makes.
Let me take a level in Bard real quick.
I missed all that.
Or we can do Gyro's thing. You realize we have the Bluetooth and the microphone isn't in the phone.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna leave the call for a second. My internet's all being weird. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, let's talk about how much
Vinny's still small.
Let's talk about how terrible Curtis is.
I know,
He's the worst.
what a bad guy. God, he's
Like he's got
Like,
clumsy hands and he's such a selfish cuddler.
he's so bad at making Bjorn voices. Oh, hey.
Curtis, hey.
What's that?
Hey, what are you talking about?
We were just talking about how you have soft hands and lips.
Yeah, you
I
know.
want to hear everybody's
that-
voice.
You smell different when you're awake.
That's so creepy.
All right. So, Jerry, you're up. You currently see about 60 feet from you, a couple of raiders.
Okay, about 60 feet from me, you say. Aye?
60 feet.
Aye.
Okay.
Alright, 60 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and scoot up 30 feet, aim my crossbow at I'm gonna just go with the one who's not the captain, because I know if I hit him enough, he'll fall and he just won't be part of it. So I'm gonna shoot at him, and I rolled a nat 1, so that didn't work.
Oof.
What were you shooting at him with?
My crossbow.
As you go to shoot, you straight up miss, but the string on your bow actually breaks.
Oh.
Again.
So it's completely useless now.
Yes.
Or is it just -1 like it was last time?
No, this one, it's completely snapped, so it is not a usable crossbow at this point.
I let him. Don't
Awesome.
worry.
Okay.
I'll mend it later. Don't worry.
Okay, good man.
We had some extra string somewhere. Like 10 feet.
Bjorn, hold that thought. Okay, so so I am going to go ahead and effectively use my cunning action to do bolts from the grave.
Okay.
And I can still do that. And I'm like, well, shit. So see, that's going to be also +6 to hit.
Nice.
The 10 hit that one.
No.
No.
Dang.
I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yes.
So yeah, you as you shoot your bolts of the grave out, they end up just hitting the wooden wall behind him.
Guys, things are not going well for me.
Oof.
You follow your luck on initiative.
Bjorn, you're up.
Oh, you said they're 60 feet away?
Yeah, they're about 60 feet from you.
I'm gonna run up 30 feet, and then I'm gonna swing my dwarven auto grapple.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so I can't use entangle.
You can still use entangle as long
Yeah.
as.
So, and because this is something you're not proficient in, it'll be a flat D20 plus your strength. You don't add your proficiency.
All right, I forgot to mention reckless attack. Is that okay if I still do that?
That's fine.
But
It's early enough in the round. If you had already rolled damage and stuff, then it'd be like,
Doesn't make a difference. I rolled a 9.
All right. So yeah, were you aiming at the big boy?
There's a bigger one?
Yeah, there's the normal bandit, the normal raider, and then the one that they refer to as the captain.
Oh,
Yeah, I was trying to
the
take out-
big boy, Robbie.
The
Oh,
beast.
I was just trying to waste the normie, so he's just not in the way.
I picked
All right.
my prey. Plead.
I see. Next up is Rill.
Alright, so the two baddies are still right next to each other, right?
Currently.
Alright, so I cast Entangle on them. So they have to succeed a strength saving throw of 13 or be entangled.
Okay. Are you casting this at a first level spell slot or higher?
First.
What's the roll strength of DC 13?
Yeah.
Okay. And so the captain appears to be able to break free from it without any issue, but the regular raider is caught within your entanglement.
Alright, so the regular guy takes
Ooh.
2d6 radiant damage.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, this is a special spell he got from Ekris.
From Ekris, yeah.
As he does this, I'm so fucking jealous.
I do 8 radiant damage to the little guy.
Dude, you were the one who wanted to read.
what? You know, there's something
Like,
like
actually,
curling around a good fire, reading a good book. You know, it's very relaxing.
You literally are the good fire. And
He was actually, it's canon that he was reading the book, How to Swim for Dummies, because he can't swim.
Because he's fire.
Yeah, because he's fire, so he doesn't have the ability to swim.
Wouldn't he just die?
Yeah.
Turn the water into steam and float across it.
Mm.
You son of a bitch, Rob.
Yeah, if you just produce enough fire, you can Moses it out of your way.
You know what? I'm okay with
Alright,
that.
so-
It's canon that Dr. Asher
Even though
swim. I'm okay with that. One I'm okay with.
That's fine. That's fine. Will can breathe underwater. Jerry doesn't breathe, so we're good. We got 2 people
Alright.
investigating the water.
So even though the big guy succeeded the saving throw, he's surrounded by difficult terrain.
Okay, cool. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
Can I use my bonus action to hand Jerry my light crossbow?
Yeah, I think a bonus action's you can use a bonus action to unequip or equip something. So you can toss that over to Jerry, and when it comes his turn, he'll have to utilize his bonus action to equip it, and he should be good.
Can I just go back?
Sure.
So yeah, Asher.
All right. The big boy. I'm going to cast. Wait, how far away is he from me?
60.
Okay, I'm going to move about 15 feet forward. And,
Okay.
Let's see. And Nurse is on my shoulder.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell Nurse to move forward.
Oops.
I take it back. I'm going to move 25 feet forward. Okay.
Okay.
Nurse is going to use the other 35 feet to cast Inflict Wounds, which is a touch spell, on
Okay.
bad boy. Okay? So it's
All right.
a +5. That's a 16 plus 5, so 21.
On the big boy.
The big boy.
What was it? 21.
21.
All right. Let me see if that hits. Ooh, sorry, bud. Yeah, that hits. I'm sorry. It hits.
You were there for a second. Okay. Let's see. So it's going to take 4d10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
So, this boy's a little scary. Alright, 7, 7, 2, 7.
7727. What's the total?
23 necrotic
18.
damage.
7. Oh yeah. I thought I said 7227.
Okay, so he can't do math.
7727. So 14, 16 plus another 7 puts it at 23.
Yeah, 23. Yeah. Let me make
I'm on the big one.
Inflict wounds. Yeah, and that's all necrotic damage.
All right.
Which means he now smells
Sweet.
bad.
And dang it, Nurse still has 15 feet of movement left. Wait, no. So, God, okay, I moved 25 feet forward. 60 minus 25 is 35, right? So I moved 35 feet, so it has 15 feet left. It's going to fly up towards the top of the cave and away from it. It is going to get an attack of opportunity.
Yep. So I will go ahead and swing at the boy. What is his attack? Ah, there it is. It does a 12 hit.
Me too.
That looks like it hits.
It's a bird. It's not like it has armor.
That is 8 damage.
8 has 1 HP, so.
Oh, okay. So I didn't really even need to roll. I killed it immediately.
It's gone.
As you see him, as Nurse goes and hits him in the chest, you see him pull his sword out and slice Bird in half in the air.
Bird.
It would have been funny if we just smacked him.
All right.
So I'm gonna make.
When I see that happen, I'll say, "Doctor, do you need those wings as well?"
I look back at him, tears in my eyes. No, I don't.
Are you doing anything else on your turn?
I move 5 feet back, so I'm 40 feet away from them.
So it is now the captain's turn as he steps forward, charging towards you, Bjorn. As he comes up on you, let's see.
Runneth up it.
Yeah, that hits. As a 23,
Yeah.
and then does a 16 hit.
No.
Okay. Does he only have? Oh, hang on, one more at you. Does an 18 hit?
Nope.
All right.
Yeah, your stupid 19 AC.
That's right, because you got that shield up right now. So you use the battle axe and the shield. Let's see. So that's going to be 9 damage.
What kind of damage?
Slashing. As he comes at you and brings his blade towards you, slashing at your chest. That's going to end his turn. At that point, you guys hear another roar, but it's kind of it's a strange roar that you haven't heard before. Almost sounds insect-like. As you suddenly hear something and see it burst through the wooden wall behind the bandit captain. As I'm going to drop it into the chat here. You see this boy.
Gross.
Grody!
Is that the guy from Attack of Clones?
Yeah,
Of course.
which means you can write it. I'm going to go ahead
yeah.
and assume Rill can't speak to this.
What's that?
I'm going to assume Rill can speak to this.
Yeah, that would be correct. This is a monstrosity. It does not be.
This is primordial.
So, yeah, let's see. As it charges forward, how much movement does this boy have?
Oh,
A lot.
Oh boy, oh boy.
As you see this thing charging towards you, actually, Bjorn, again, you're the closest, so you're getting all the attacks.
That's fine.
Wait, does it go near the 2 dudes? Because if it does, it goes through Entangle.
This is a pretty wide area. How much of an area does the entangle affect?
20 square feet.
Okay. 20 square feet, is that 20 by 20 or is that 5?
No, that's 4 squares.
Okay. 20 by 20 then. So, yeah, as he comes out, pretty much covers most of the area, but he's still got more than enough movement to make it there. He's going to make it to Bjorn. And let's see. Wow. Okay, coming out strong. As you see it bring up one of its, sword-like arms, stabbing at you with a 22 to hit.
I can avoid that. Once.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay. As it's going to swing at you again and miss with its other arm. I'm going to go ahead and get all of them out of the way. 18 does not hit. And that one does hit. So this boy has 4 attacks.
Thank God I shielded up.
Jesus.
As the other 2 attacks, the second ones were actually quills being fired from its back at you.
What the heck?
Does anybody else regret this?
There's my T4.
No, not at all.
So that is going to be 11 damage. It's a combination. It's all piercing.
All right.
So 11 piercing damage. And that will end the Kuthrik's turn, as it currently has you flanked right now, as it is on the opposite side of you from where the bandit captain is. As this thing seems to be a little bit more intelligent than most creatures.
Wow.
It is now. Oh, sorry, I forgot what I was supposed to be doing next. As at this point, you see the remaining bandits starting to make their way into the room. You see 3 total come in, as they all seem to be passing by you, Bjorn. As they figure, you're pretty much pinned down by this thing.
Attacks of opportunity.
It's wide enough to where you probably can only get an attack of opportunity. I'll give it on 1, which you could only do anyway because you only have 1 reaction, but most of them are trying to avoid you.
Well, Bjorn's right beside me, so if he gets 1, I get. Because we
Nope.
both moved up.
Oh, you moved up as well? Oh, I thought you were still back because Rill handed you his thing.
No, he came up too. He had to, because I moved up to use Bolts of the Grave. It only has a 30-foot range.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Okay.
true.
okay. I was unaware that that was the battlefield situation. So yeah, they're actually going to come right to you then. They're not going to... That would be a waste of time to try and go past. So they're going to attack you then.
Yay!
Thank you for telling me, because now you're getting a bunch of attack.
You're welcome.
Robbie,
So, what?
you want to retcon some of those monster attacks then?
Nah, I'm not going to change it. I'll just leave them as is.
Fine.
I'll just get all the bandits, apparently.
Yeah. Rill, does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. And Jerry does... Oh, that definitely hits. That was a nat 20. And that one doesn't hit, so that's fine. So you basically just took 2 hits there.
Ouch.
And let's see. Jerry, you are going to take...
And shield wouldn't stop the nat 20 either.
No, not at all.
Nope.
9. Oh, wait, no, 10. 10 piercing damage from that boy. And you're going to take 6 from Rill. You're going to take 6 on your attack. As they now have you guys summarily surrounded.
Hooray.
Well,
It is now Jerry's turn.
I'm glad I made my little movement back there.
Right? Let's see.
What you gonna do, Jerry?
With all that junk inside your trunk.
So, given that I'm surrounded, I'm not really worried about the damn crossbow. So, rapier time. I assume one of them is behind me, basically between myself and Asher, right?
Yeah, you guys pretty much are flanked on all sides, because you guys, from what I understand, moved up and stayed right next to each other.
Pretty much.
So you guys are pretty much surrounded. This creature, the Kruthic, is a large creature, so it's a big boy.
Great. I've already taken half of my HP, so this is awesome. I only have 20. So I'm going to go ahead and
How much
attack.
HP do I have?
Behind me with my rapier, so that's plus
Okay.
6 to hit. Does a 17 hit?
It does. Were you going to use your bonus action to take the crossbow from him?
No, I don't want it.
Okay, so it just falls to the ground.
Yeah, that was dumb. Why did you do that? All right.
How much damage did you do?
One
Oh, you just hit.
Yeah, I just hit. So 1d8 plus 4. So that's 6. Then let's see. That gives me bolts from the grave, so I'm going to hit this bad boy again. So I'm going to go after him again. Well, 21 will definitely hit him.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
It looks like you froze.
yeah.
I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah, you're silent.
Yeah.
Still nothing.
Let's talk about how bad Dylan is. Oh wait,
I know, he's the worst.
I know, he's so bad at roguing.
He can't even roll dice right.
Oh,
Total
hey,
garbage.
hey Dylan. Oh wait, I still can't hear him.
No.
I didn't say anything that time.
Ah!
Oh, hey!
You got me.
Damn it.
Proficient in performance, bitches.
Alright.
What is the average bandit's AC now that we've hit a couple of them? You don't have to ask.
Well, you took down the first one, but what was...
Well, this one, he already took 6 for the rapier.
Oh, the AC, yeah, the AC's 12. On your first hit, you hit the 12, and I said you just barely made it.
Okay.
So, yeah,
I wasn't
12.
sure if it was like 12 or 11. I was trying to figure it out. And then so he took 6 damage from the rapier and an extra 13 for bolts of the grave. So that is 19 total.
Alright, as you take the one behind you out.
Yay!
Alright, Bjorn, it's your turn. As you got, currently within range, you got the band captain, or I'm sorry, the raider captain, the Cleric to your side, and one of the bandits right next to you.
Could I, as a bonus action, drop my gear to equip the blaze reed? Because earlier you said equipping a weapon. Yes!
Yeah, I'll let you switch weapons with a bonus action.
Cool. I'll put on the blaze reed, and I will attack the Kuthrax. Is that what you said?
Kruthik? It's hard to pronounce. It's Kruthik.
I'll attack the Clone Wars monster. Recklessly, I should say. I keep forgetting that.
I think that's pronounced Michelle.
22 hits. Also, I forgot that I had advantage on you last time because you did reckless, so I didn't use that. But I'm going to use it this time.
You're not going to be able to because I am blowing my whole dragon essence load right now.
Do you have any left?
Yeah, we said I had one vial. Remember I showed the birds?
Oh, well, it was empty. It was an empty vial. You were just showing them to... Yeah. You guys don't have any. Because remember, you went to that one place and recovered it, so that way you could fill it up if you ever happened to find a source.
This changes things. With that knowledge, can I roll back a bit?
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to drop my stuff. I'm going to keep
Okay.
So this is the battle axe.
Are you still attacking recklessly?
Sure. Do you want me to re-roll? It would have been a 21 instead of a 22.
That's fine. You can keep that original roll.
Very cool. And then, all right. So I'll hit him with the battle axe. I thought this was gonna be just a one and done right here. I wouldn't need my shield anymore, so I was gonna take care of him.
Yeah.
Let's see. 8 plus 4. Keep dropping them. There we go. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hang on.
11.
11 battle axe damage.
All right. Who are you attacking again?
Experimental.
Cuthrix.
Kuthar. All right.
Michelle.
Minus 11. All right. You doing anything else on your turn?
I will also. No, you said it's a monster, so I will not do that. I think that's all I'll do for now.
All right. Rill, what's up?
Oh, you know what? Can I? Oh no, it's not gonna matter because we're surrounded. So yeah.
What you gonna do, Rill?
All right, so am I in touchy range of Michelle?
Of who?
The thing. Kruthic, which we name Michelle, because that's easier.
Kruthic.
Okay. No, you currently aren't. You would have to. You would incur an attack of opportunity from 2 creatures if you were to try and get within touch range of this.
And we still have 1 bandit that's in the intent.
Yes, there is one still within the intent.
Alright, so I face whatever bandit is closest to me and cast inflict wounds.
All right.
Does an 18 hit?
Maybe.
Yes, on
Nice.
the normal bandits it does.
Oh, what just happened?
Say hello, haircut.
Hold on, my phone went funny.
Your phone is funny because your face is funny.
Oh, Dylan, you look so younger. And your hair's red. What happened? Oh, there you are.
And you have hair, yeah.
With the light right there, I look like I'm completely bald on the top. I'm only mostly bald.
Hey, Gannon.
Say hi. You want to go back down? Okay. Say hello. Okay, now you go back. Oh.
I do 7 damage.
7 damage. All right.
And I
Ow.
I rolled a 1 and a 2 and a 4.
On the plus side, that should be all your shit luck for like the next remainder of a session.
All right. Asher, you're up.
Alright. So, how are these guys, like, kind of standing around?
So right now you've got the Kruthic on your as you're looking at the group of people on the far left. You've got the Kuthric. You've got Bjorn, and on the opposite side of Bjorn from you is where the captain is. Right next to Bjorn, you've got Rill and then Jerry, or Jerry and then Rill. And then you've got 2 bandits in front of them, with 1 dead on the floor and 1 all the way in the back, currently entangled.
Okay, I'd like to do Burning Hands, which is a 15-foot cone, and see how many of those guys I can get without getting Bjorn in there. How many of them could I get with that?
If you are trying to hit them, because there's Bjorn, Jerry, and Rill all between you and the other creatures, the only one that you have a clean shot on is the Kuthric.
Damn it. So they would all have to make dexterity saving throws, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not going to do that.
I'm good, but I don't know about.
I'm not.
Well, you would
If it gets 1 degree hotter.
Yeah.
If you just want to be harder, you're getting your ass kicked.
Alright, I'm going to do Guiding Bolt on the Kuthric, which we all know what it does by now. Plus 5 get hit. Alright, that's 14 plus 5, 19.
Just barely, yeah.
Just barely, fuck. Okay. That's... Okay. 5... Oh, I didn't say this, but I'm casting it at a 2nd level. Was it too late to say that? Do I need to work it back down to 1st?
What's the difference?
2nd level is 5d6. 1st level does 4d6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does make a difference. You haven't rolled your damage yet.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna.
If it gave you advantage or something like that, then yeah, I would say you should have told me. But
okay.
If it's damage, you haven't rolled it, so you're good.
So everyone, until the end of my next turn, everyone has advantage on it. So 4d6. That's.
You said a 19 barely hit.
Yeah.
It's 2.
Are you being cute or are you being serious?
It's 4.
Class.
4. And that's 3. So 2, 4, 4, 3. That's 13 radiant damage.
Nice.
13 radiant.
Yeah.
And you rolled how many what?
I rolled 2, 4, 4, 3.
All right. As it now becomes the captain's turn, he is going to go ahead and swing at you, Bjorn.
Robbie, real quick.
Yeah.
On my bonus action, Spirit Totem gives everyone 7 HP, temporary.
Rather than okay, yeah, that's fine.
Heck yeah.
Yay! I'll take it.
Bjorn, you're going to take at least one hit. That was a 23.
Misses.
And then that is a 17, so that won't hit you, Bjorn. But this is at this is at Jerry. Jerry does a 23 hit. Yes, it does. So you guys.
Yeah, no, it's fine. 23 hits.
Jerry, you are going to take 8 damage, and Bjorn, you're going to take 9 damage.
Ouch.
Thank you for that 10 hit point.
All 7 of them.
Oh my god, I gotta heal y'all. I forgot. I gotta heal you guys a little bit.
As the bandit captain ends his turn there, but all of a sudden you see the Cleric begin to just vigorously tear at the ground as it starts to burrow downward.
Oh, fuck.
Does that count as exiting my range and getting an attack of opportunity?
It should.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's like any constraints around that, but I don't think so. Like, with the wyvern, it made sense with it flying, but this one, I think, yeah, just go ahead and give me an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Could he really use his reaction to mild earth and stop it?
No, it's that requires I think it's an action or a bonus action. It can't be used as a reaction.
I'm looking, it's actually not listed anywhere as an action or bonus action.
Yeah, we tried.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 to hit? Yeah, you hit.
I know.
Yeah.
So is this I rolled double the die, right?
Yeah, you roll whatever die you would roll. You just double it, and any bonuses you only apply once.
Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, including proficiency bonus?
So your first roll, when you roll the die the first time, that's a normal roll. Just do your normal roll. Then after you calculate all that, roll your die one more time and add that. But it's just a flat die. You don't add the proficiency again.
That's fine. That's 19 points of damage because I rolled.
All right, cool. As it now burrows down under the earth, Asher, give me a dexterity saving throw. As all of a sudden you see this thing bursting out from underneath you.
Fuck. That's not good. That's a 6.
All right. As this thing comes at you, you're probably going to be prone if everything doesn't go horribly wrong for you. So first thing that's going to happen, you're going to take 10 points of damage as it bites into you, into your abdomen as it comes up. After that, you see it attack again with both of its arms.
Okay. I have a feature called Warding Flare. When I'm attacked by a creature, does this thing have eyes?
Kind of.
Okay, well, if it
The picture had a
blinded, I can use this feature to give it disadvantage.
Okay. So I will be at disadvantage for this roll here.
I can use this 3 times per long rest.
Okay. Does a 14 hit you?
It does not. It does not.
Okay. And then the second hit is that, and does a 16 hit you?
Let's see. Can I use this feature again, Robbie?
No, that's a reaction.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, a 16 does hit.
All right. Let's see. Oh, and I also rolled for disadvantage on that because I figured it lasts for a period of time. So it would have made a difference anyway. Let's see. So you're gonna do this. Wow. Okay. Max damage. You're gonna take 10
Ouch.
points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
yay for temporary.
And you are currently prone underneath this thing.
Great. All right.
It now comes to the bandits' turns, or I'm sorry, the raiders' turns, as they go to swing at you boys that are still there. So, Rill, oh, that was cocked a little bit. There we go. That one actually wasn't. What is that? 19. I think that hits Rill. Okay. Jerry does a 6 hit. No.
No.
Bjorn does an 11 hit. No.
No.
So, Rill, you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
That's not terrible.
Oh, Bjorn, I was at advantage on you because you reckless. So,
Good.
15. I don't think that hits.
No.
All right. So, and the one that is currently entangled, I'm going to roll for him to get out. What was the save? 13, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
13.
13.
He's still bound, so he's not moving.
Nice.
So does he get another damage round?
No, it's just the initial one, and then after that, it acts normal.
Okay.
So it basically just keeps him out of the fight.
Alright.
I'm okay with that, though.
All right, Jerry, it's your turn.
Yay, Jerry!
Remember,
Okay.
the cloth dick thing has advantage. Or have advantage on it. What's it called?
Right.
Kruthic.
Kruthic.
But we are still, well, I mean, we're not effectively flanked anymore. They're just all lined up in front of us now because the Kruthic was on the side. And there was one behind me, and I killed him.
Yeah, but because of my spell, everyone's got advantage on that on the Kruthic right now.
But Jerry doesn't have a ranged attack, so he's either going to take attack of opportunity from 2 creatures to get over there, or
Well, how far is he? I mean, the doctor's within, what, 30 feet of me, right? 30 or 20?
yeah, he's I think like 15 or 20 feet away.
Okay, then I can hit it with bolts from the grave.
Okay.
I mean, I'll still attack somebody in front of me because we'll do. Okay, so I'm going to attack one of the bandits in front of me. I'm not really concerned with which. Not the big boy because he's over in Bjorn's area, and I know how Bjorn hates when you, start popping his skulls. That's me working on my Canadian slang for Wednesday. I'm gonna need it, buddy. So I stab one of these twat monkeys in front of me. But an 8 doesn't hit, so I swing and I miss. So I go ahead and use my cunning action to disengage and move back 10 feet.
Okay.
And bolts in the grave can work after cunning action. It says immediately after you use your cunning action.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
It only works in like certain scenarios because cunning action is only dash, hide, or disengage.
Right.
But right here, it works. So I will fire
Okay.
my bolt from the grave at Michelle. with advantage. And does an 18 hit?
Barely, yes.
All right.
Like literally barely. It has an AC of 18.
Nice.
Okay.
No.
So it's going to take 2d6 plus 4 of Death Laser. Well, I mean Purple Drank, I guess. And I Artificial Grape it for 9 damage.
All right. So yeah, as you shoot this out, how do you do it?
Fine.
Shit, yeah.
Nice.
So obviously I took a swipe at the bandit in front of me and I missed. But because I'm all cunning and whatnot, I was able to spring back out of the way. And then I turn around, drop to a knee, point the shield at the doctor, and I'm like, I got you back. Which you're on. And then Purple Drank just shoots out and hits Michelle.
You know
All
that last name?
So,
Like, I haven't been able to finish off a big monster in a while.
Nice.
So Asher, you're gonna have to. You can choose not to do this, but use if you want to use your reaction to make a dexterity saving throw as this thing starts to fall down on you, or you can just let it fall on you if you want.
I think I'm going to use my action to get out of its way.
Your reaction, yeah.
Oh, reaction, yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's not great. That's a fuck. That's a no.
If it beats a 12, then you're out of it.
It's a 6.
Okay, you're. So yeah, this thing falls right on top of you. You don't necessarily take any like bludgeoning damage or anything. You are pinned. So you're gonna have to make a strength save to try and get out of this later.
I'll be over there.
But yeah, so that is the end of your turn, Bjorn. It's yours.
So the monster is down. The monster we so graciously named after my mother-in-law. And yeah. And the captain is still alive, though, correct?
Yes, he is.
All right, and he's within range of me, so
Yes.
it is time to fuck this guy up. I'll run up to him, and I will attack him with battle axe damage, recklessly.
All right.
Bjorn, I regret nothing with what I need.
I dropped it, but it was a nat 20, so I'm just gonna take it.
Okay.
That's the roll.
I dropped it on the table, so it's not like it fell off. Cool. 6, 8, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wow, 20 damage. 20 battle.
Nice.
Nice, dude.
All right.
Holy hell.
All right.
How's he looking?
Asher. He's looking bloody.
Yeah.
And you said I have to use a strength saving throw to get out from underneath this thing?
If you want to, yes. Or you could just chill underneath it.
Can I
Just heal Jerry.
aim from underneath it?
At disadvantage, yes.
Wait. Jerry's not looking so great, right?
Yeah, he's 9 out of 20. He needs
Okay.
healing.
I'm going to... Oh, please don't be a touch spell. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So here's what I have to ask you. Is Nurse... Oh, Nurse is dead! The only healing spell I have is a touch spell. And I can't touch Jerry.
I'll come to you, baby.
So I can't heal him. Damn it. So you said I can still aim at someone but with disadvantage?
Correct.
Damn it. Alright, I'm not gonna risk a first level spell slot. I'm going who's closest to me? The big bandit, the captain?
He's on the other side of Bjorn. You do have a kind of a clear shot at one next to Rill. But there is one on the other side of Jerry right now as well.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
aim
but I kind of moved out of the way, so you kind of got a shot.
I'm gonna aim
Because I did distance.
against Jerry. You said disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Oh boy. First roll is a 9 plus 5. Second roll is a 7 plus 5.
What was that for?
To firebolt.
Oh, that's right.
Plus 6. So a 13.
13 on one of the Manda boys.
The one that was up against Jerry.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, that's 1d10 fire damage.
That's right. That's like
Oh shit! That's a double 0. Wait, that's max damage?
Yeah, so you were rolling the D100. Yeah, that's a 0, so that's 10.
But I have one that says or 1. So
Yeah, well, I mean, they're essentially the same die. Oh, well, that's a weird die. That's a different one than I'm used to.
You're a weird guy.
Yeah, that's not a normal D10.
On. Let me roll a normal D10. That's a weird one. I'm sorry. All right, that's a 5. 5 fire damage.
All right. How do you do it?
Oh, so I like this thing is on top of me, and I like stick my head out, and I have like just enough room to get my arm out, and I just like fire off a bolt right at the one in front of Jerry.
As you come in and gank a kill, you snipe one from Jerry.
And I like do this. I like thumbs up, like.
It's cool. I stole a kill from Bjorn.
As it is now the big boy's turn. As the captain uses the disengage action as he pulls back and begins to run back. As you see him getting just on the other side of the wooden wall before the end of his turn.
How far away is that?
That is about 30 feet. Because he used his disengage. So that was his action, and then he took off running. So that is the end of his turn. And it is now the 2 remaining bandits' turns. One of them completely untouched, the one right next to Rill.
And one of them in triangle.
The one next to me?
There's one of them that's untouched. I don't remember which one it is, but it's the one that Jerry completely missed. One of them.
Oh yeah.
But let's see. Yeah, the one behind you, the one that was entangled, he breaks out of the entanglement, and then the one next to you, Rill, he is going to go ahead and take a swing at you with a 23 to hit. I believe that hits. So he is going to hit you with 5 piercing damage. At which point, he is also going to start to retreat. As he pulls back, you get an attack of opportunity. You being the only one close enough to actually hit him, I will be the only one to get it. And the one that was entangled begins to move back as he runs into the room beyond the wooden wall that was destroyed.
It looks like we scared them once we killed their Curtis's mother-in-law.
Yeah.
I regret nothing on that.
I'm so glad Tiff is in you.
Do I have to use a melee attack on him, or can I use...
A melee attack, yeah.
Okay, so can I use Shillelagh because it's melee? It's just in hand.
It's a bonus action to cast. This is a reaction. So no, it would just be a normal attack.
Okay.
I mean, I would have called it Karen, but it didn't look like it had hair.
You gotta have that. Can I speak to the manager, Bob cut, right?
Right. Because, Karen is not a name, it's a title. When was the last time you saw a baby named Karen?
Alright, so 21 to hit.
Alright, that hits.
Yeah, you hit that boy.
do 2 damage.
Nice.
That's not nothing. I mean, legally speaking,
It could have been less.
it could have been worse. You could have just missed.
As he is also about 30 feet away from you guys, just at the entrance to the doorway. But the other one seems to have gotten even further, as you can assume he's probably about, if he made his full movement, he's 60 feet away from you guys. But at this point, you can't see the on the other side of that wall from where you can see. It opens up into a room that kind of curves off to the right side. So just past that wall where the cave turns, you can't see at that point. And both of the other two seem to be right at the point to where if they round the corner, they move an extra 5 feet, they will be out of sight of you.
Okay.
Okay.
So the captain is still 30 feet away?
No, the
Yes.
captain's gone.
Captain and one of them are 30 feet away. The other one is probably 60 feet away, but you don't know. He immediately was able to get out of sight.
Whose turn is it?
It is now Jerry's turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So, how far am I from the captain?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, so I can get up to him.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and scoot on up to him. I'm going to come at him with my rapier. So let's see.
Stab.
If I go for stabination, will a 19 hit?
Yes.
I mean, I assume, but, never hurts to look. So 1d8 plus 4. So the captain is going to get crunched for 7 damage from my rapier.
Nice.
All right.
I'm going to use my cunning action to basically just disengage. But I will, as I scoot on back, fire my bolts from the grave.
How far back are you moving?
I mean, I literally just have room to be out of combat. So that's it. Because I don't really get to move.
Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're still in the exact same spot you were then.
Yeah, I just won't be in combat. So if he doesn't go anywhere, he doesn't attack me, and I don't go anywhere, I can move without being subject to attack of opportunity because I have disengaged. If it gets to that point in a turn.
Okay.
So I am going to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to retcon that. I'm not going to disengage. I'm going to use that normal action to go ahead and prep Blade Ward. Because I haven't used that for goddamn ever.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's been literally weak. And then bolts from the grave. And a 21 will hit him. So that's going to be 2d6 plus 4. Oh, sorry. That should have been a 19, not a 21. Still hits him. So he will take another 13 necrotic damage. So I have control for 20 damage this turn.
Cool.
Basically,
Give me...
Blade Ward. Pew.
Cool. Give me a perception check.
Is it side?
Sure.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Good, because I needed that advantage. The first roll was a 10, the second one is a 24.
All right. You see that, like, he doesn't seem very concerned about the damage he's taking right now, as he's just charging forward. And you see him pulling out a torch and some flint and steel.
That's not good. Guys, I think it's going to blow something. Something in here is flammable, and it might be us. Well, not Ash.
Bjorn, it's your turn. What do you do? You don't know this info.
All right. I am now... I'm just going to run up to the captain and hit him again, I guess, if I can sleep.
All right.
I mean, you hit him hard enough, he'll drop it, so... This feels like something you'd have to concentrate to do.
Do I want to do that?
that boy.
Yeah. I was considering dropping my gear to take out the blaze reef, but I'd have to leave it really far behind, and Bjorn's not about that. So I'll just keep the axe out. All right. That's a +6 to hit. Recklessly. Advantage. That's a 25 to hit. And... all damage.
12 damage?
To the captain. 12 battle axe damage.
All right. How do you do it?
Got his ass.
I just, so I'm coming up from behind him while he's still running, right?
Yeah.
So I run up and I punch him in the back of the head with my shield, like stun him, and as he's stunned, I just cleave into his spine with my axe and tear it out. And he's dead as shit.
Nice.
All right.
I use my
Rill.
to avoid blood spatter as a reaction.
All right. You use your reaction.
I swallow all the blood that comes out of me.
Rill, what do you do?
I get a boner as an involuntary action.
Wait, what?
What's your reaction? It's your turn, Rill. What do you do?
Okay.
There's still one that we can hit.
Okay, so I charge after the one that's left. And cast. Hold on. I'll cast Inflict Wounds again.
All right.
Does an 18 hit?
It does.
Yeah.
I do 19 damage.
All right. How do you do it?
Holy hell.
Nice.
I
Damn.
run up after him. I reach out to hit him. I trip, and I caress his back gently as I fall to the ground. And the necrosis spreads out from his spine.
Nice. All right. Let's see.
There should be nothing.
So that gives it to the remaining bandit that you guys currently cannot see. All right. And Jerry, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Alright, so there's a bandit that we cannot see. I'm going to dash over to Asher and attempt to free him.
Okay.
Not about Asher.
So you're gonna head back,
I got a big bug on top of me.
ignoring the remaining bandit that is around the corner. You dash back to Asher to
I figure Bjorn's after.
recover him.
And I need some healing, so I'm going to the doctor.
All right. So yeah, you'll get there. That'll be the end of your turn unless you can use your bonus action for anything.
Did he take the dash action to get to me?
Huh?
Oh, yeah. You can use your cunning action to get there as your bonus action, and then you have an action.
Yeah, my cunning action will be dash over there. And then I will, I guess it would be a strength check to free him.
Yeah.
You can also
Unless
do that
coming
help
in at
action.
I can dex and slide in and knock him out. That would be cool. And like Jerry.
Well, then you'd be stuck there.
No, I mean, this is a big boy, so if you try and slide into him, you're mainly just going to hurt him more. So.
You can also use the help action to give me... Oh.
No, I can only switch places with him when he's subject to an attack.
Right.
I didn't know that.
That's okay. Now we know.
So you can do one of two things. You can either take the help action and give him advantage on his strength check on his turn, or you can go ahead and just try and strength him out.
Asher, do you get any bonuses to strength?
I have -1.
I mean, I get nothing, so that might be better. I'll just go ahead and help. That way he gets 2 rolls and it should hopefully cancel out his -1.
Yeah. Getting advantage is basically the same thing as getting a +5 to your roll. So,
Usually, but it doesn't always work like that.
yeah, not always, but statistically speaking.
Yeah, I help. I brace myself and I say, ready?
All right.
And then I shit myself. Shit yourself.
Bjorn, it is your turn.
Oh, I'm getting ready.
So, do I know that there's another bandit? Like, I can hear him, I just don't see him.
You saw him whenever he took off, but you can no longer see him. He is beyond your sight at this point.
But I know he exists. I wasn't sure
Yes.
if I was going to be able to math right and know if he was there. Well, as much as I would like to go charging after this guy on my own, I feel like he's out of my range. So he is, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to try to help move this monster up. Actually, yeah, we'll do everything later. I'm going to try to move the monster off after.
Well, do you get a bonus action? Because I had to use my cunning action to dash, and we were far enough away that we had to dash to get there. Because you were beside me.
I'm not in a hurry.
Over and it's halfway there.
He ain't going anywhere.
Oh, man.
All right. Rill, it's your turn.
Go after him.
You won't.
Alright, so I use my bonus action to cast Healing Word upon myself.
You know you can do that on anyone. This is healing word.
Yeah, but I need hit points too.
We all need hit points.
I'm about to go after the guy alone.
Okay, fine.
I don't need hit points.
What's the word that you say?
Healing.
Shillelagh.
No, shillelagh is the sound he makes when he climax.
You don't think he's climaxing while he's healing himself?
You know what? You have a quick point.
Oh, boy.
I mean, it's not as bad as Asher. He does the Thundercats thing.
Oh, I hurt.
You're doing it wrong.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Okay. Alright, so after that, I wild shape into a cat so I can kind of stealth after.
That's cool.
Okay. So, you're moving 30 feet?
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. Since you're trying to stealth, give me a stealth check.
Should I get like a bonus because I'm a small animal in the dark?
I think they are pretty good at stealth. Cats. You would use the cat's stat block.
I have to look that up now.
I'm looking it up. It's Dex, so it's going to be +2.
Plus two
And,
stealth?
well, it's +4 to stealth because it actually has that skill.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, +4.
22.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, you're sneaky as fuck. You're just a cat clomping along. So, you go ahead and start. You start to make your way down this hallway. As you turn the corner, you see it's kind of a long, narrow passageway that you get about halfway down before the end of your turn. So yeah, it's gonna come back to Asher. You know, since Bjorn's not over to you yet to help you out, do you want to go ahead and do a strength check to get out?
Yeah, well, Jerry used the help action to give me advantage, so...
Correct.
-1 to this roll. Alright. That's a 6. And 9. So 8.
I'm almost there.
Yeah, you don't get out.
I should have just rolled myself. Shit.
I'm like... and it falls back on me.
And I'm like, dude, are you even trying? Do you even live, bro?
I'm doing the best I can, Jerry.
As it becomes the bandit's turn, Okay. And it is back to Jerry. What do you do?
Okay, Bjorn, you're coming to help him, right?
Yes.
All right. Hey, Doc, you want to retcon your reaction to heal me a bit? For your bonus action? Because I wasn't touching.
Yes, but that is a... Is it a touch spell? It's a touch spell, but
That's why I came over here, mostly for the
It
healing.
requires an action.
yeah, and I use
Maybe.
my action to yeah, one action. I use my action to try to get out from there, so I unfortunately cannot heal you because I use my action to try to get out. But I will heal you as soon as I get out.
Okay. So
Shit,
I'm gonna
I should have done that
grab the
because
crossbow
Bjorn is
that's
coming.
left and dash back.
Oh, all my clothes are on.
I don't give a shit about his clothes. I just want his bow. So I dash over, grab the bow, dash back.
All right. You have the bow.
Oh,
It is now Bjorn's turn.
I will remove the crucifix blocker.
Give me a strength check.
we will free Vinny from your mother-in-law. You should have told me this.
16.
16. All right. That is actually the exact DC I needed. So you are able to pull it off.
Nice.
Literally.
Thank God for that +6.
That's what she said.
Rill, back to you. So yeah, you're in cat
Thank
form.
you,
You're
thank
about
you.
halfway down. I will use your stealth roll from the previous one. What do you want to do?
Keeps going.
All right. Do you want to use your action for anything, or do you want to go ahead and try and double your distance that you move?
Go ahead and move further.
Okay. So you get about 60 feet down. You come into this opening, and as you get here, you see that it's a huge shaft that appears to go straight up for an extremely large distance. It gets to the point to where it's almost hard to see beyond the blackness up above you. But as you look around the room, you see it's lined on all sides with crates. And over in the far corner, you see the actual bandit. As you see him beating on one of the crates with a hammer, as it looks like he's trying to beat this thing open.
Ooh.
And just at the point you get there is when it finally does open. So we're going to stop with you there, and we're going to go to Asher. What do you do?
Alright, so am I prone technically?
What's that?
Am I prone?
You are still prone, yes.
Okay. So I use half my movement to stand up. I'm going to healing, or what's the spell called? Where'd it go? I'm going to, where did that go? Where did my healing spell go? Cure wounds.
It's not good. What kind of cleric are you?
He
Cure
lied about
wounds.
it.
Okay. I'm going to cure wounds, Jerry. It's
Yay.
1d8 plus 3. There's a d8. So I like 5 Jerry. And as I do that, he recovers 9 hit points.
Shit,
All right.
Thanks, bro. I'll give you a high five. Yeah, high five for 9 HP.
Yeah! And I said, let's go help him out. And I use my other 15 feet to walk towards where Rill was headed. I know it's
Okay.
not much, but...
You should do the little handshake that they do in Predator.
Oh, no.
Elon, you son of a bitch! And they just flex super hard.
All right. So back to the bandit's turn. Brill. So as a cat, you see in grayscale. You don't see color. But as he beats this crate and it finally opens up, you see it lined with bottles, just tons of these glass vials. As he reaches in and grabs one, you recognize this vial. Specifically the shape of this thing. It is the same shape as the vial that you purchased from the Tabaxi, yes. As you see him uncork it and knock one back.
Oh, God.
Okay.
And
that is the end of his turn. Jerry, it's your turn. You don't know any of this.
Okay. Okay, I don't know any of this, so now that I'm free and clear, I dash to at least get into the passageway, and I assume I'm, 10 feet down the passageway?
Yeah, sounds fair.
And basically, I can see the cat.
Right.
And that's about all I got. So, yeah, I prep a bolt, and I wait.
All right. Bjorn.
How far away are they from me?
Jerry's currently about 60 feet.
Yeah, so I guess I'll start making my way over there.
All right.
I'm not gonna dash. I'm just gonna jog.
Bill, back to you.
I turn tail and run.
That's fair.
All right.
I meow loud enough for Wheels to hear me, so hopefully that'll incite a reaction.
Yeah, so Wheels definitely hears you. Jerry, you recognize... well, first you see this cat just sprinting back towards you, and you feel Wheels seem to be kind of nervous. Asher, it's your turn. You also don't know what's going on. Everybody's out of sight of you right now.
Can I use a reaction to yell, guys, run?
Sure.
Okay. Guys, run!
Alright, so I hear that. I'm like, okay, I guess I should trust Jerry. I move 30 feet towards the entrance, and then I action dash another 30 feet.
All right. So you guys are just running right now. Cool. I think, we can forgo any of the extra, just like I run over and over again, and let me just figure out what happens.
I'm not running yet.
All right. Let me see. I have to roll for this one now.
Because I have a plan.
Where is my table?
Figure out what the hell happened.
And it is a pretty long passageway. You'll have time to react.
That was my point. I get over by the door, and then I prep a reaction where if I see something that can fuck me up from the end of the passageway, I move. Because I have eyes of the eagle. If I can see down there, I can see just fine.
All right. And this is going to be... Sorry, trying to find my roll table that I need to use for this.
Fucking Tabaxi potions. I'm also not sure if I'm just going to throw the Tabaxi potion at it, or if I'm going to wait until we're going up against something already terrible, and then
That's a deal.
how much worse could it get? And then watch me get clawing arms that end in Odiux. And at the end of every Odiux tentacle is a beholder.
And the beholder eyes, laser beam straight.
Exactly.
So,
That's why I do this in town.
Rill, you're probably still close enough to where you can kind of see the effects of what's happening behind you. As you can see what appears like a magic missile whiz by from one direction. And as it does, you hear an explosion. As you can only imagine, it's hitting one of these crates. And then you see another one fly by, and another one, and another one, and another one. As you see more magic missiles flying in this room than you've ever seen in your life. As they're just going everywhere. And as these are coming into contact with these crates, you just hear louder and louder explosions. As you can only imagine, this stuff's pouring everywhere.
Oh shoot! Okay.
Can they hear?
I can hear it.
Yes,
Sure.
you guys can hear this.
Okay, I should be able to at least see some of it and know that it's bad behind you.
You can probably see like the magic missiles flying by.
Right, I can see missiles and explosions and just all and the fucking tabaxi potion everywhere.
And just one little cat running.
Yes, I can see you appropriately afraid.
All right. So everybody, give me an athletics check. I'm going to use that to determine how far away you get.
Can I use acrobatics?
Nope.
Damn it.
Dang it! I got -1 of this.
Special.
24.
I mean, it's just a
14.
Okay.
16.
All right. 4. We'll see. I'm just guessing, but I feel like it's not going to be great. Everybody else did pretty good.
Wait, does he get advantage because I warned him to run?
No. Oh no.
Is that what that
It's special. I'm small. I should be hard to hit.
Yeah, but you tripped and fell on your cat face.
So, Jerry, you're the closest. You're going to notice that Rills falling behind. Everybody else is making pretty good progress away, but you're the closest one. So you see that he's falling behind. What do you want to do?
Can I acrobatics to save him?
How do you propose to use acrobatics? I am perfectly fine with you using it if you can tell me how.
Well, he's a cat, so I assume at the very least he's a little bit faster than me. So I see that he was probably ahead and he's lagging behind. So I just want to like roll and scoop him and keep going.
Okay. So you're going to slow down just enough for him to get past you, and you're going to roll and scoop to catch him and keep going.
Right.
All right, cool. Give me acrobatics.
18.
I scoop him.
Cool.
So I am now carrying a mouse and a cat.
All right. So
Across the river.
Bjorn and Rill, both of you are able to get out. You run as fast as you can, getting out of the mouth of the cave. Bjorn passing Asher. I'm sorry, I said Rill, but I meant Asher. So Asher and Bjorn, you guys make it out of the mouth of the cave. Once you get out there, you kind of like stop and look at each other, kind of breathing a little heavy, like, okay. As you can see at this point, Jerry sprinting as fast as he can with a cat in his arms. Jerry, give me one last athletics check.
Okay. Wait, if I'm diving, can I get acrobatics?
Okay, yeah, I'll allow that. I'm about to 46 his character.
Well, do I get out or do I at least take half?
What's that?
I got a 12. Do I get out or at least take half?
All right. So with the 12, as you're running, you try to like slide to the side and get around the mouth of the cave. At that moment, you guys see. It seems like a chain reaction, but you hear this rumbling coming from deep within the cave as it just looks like a surge of magic missile being fired through this cave. Is like just a cannon coming through. And so Jerry, as you get to the edge of the cave there, you didn't do well enough to avoid straight out harm. So what do you want to do like as you're sliding out? What's your priority here?
My priority is gonna. If I cast shield, will that protect us?
It'll help.
Okay, so my priority is to protect as many as possible. So I'm sliding and I'm casting shield behind me.
Okay.
Which
right.
makes my AC a 23. So
Let's see. So
Those missiles need to be badass to hit me. At the very least, I feel like it should give me some resistance.
So you cast shield, and as you see just this wall of, I imagine magic missile being like white, like a white spell. I don't know why, but I just imagine, you see nothing but white with various colors sprinkled in from the magic missile, but this entire cave is just filled with white as it's shooting out towards you. And you cast shield just at the last moment to protect you guys, and as you do, you get thrown back probably about 100 feet. So I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Because you're gonna take a lot of hurt right here.
I'm gonna take some probably force damage, I assume.
Yes.
Damn it! I'm immune to magic missile. Damn it!
I rolled a 14.
A 14. All right.
Catch him.
I wouldn't recommend it. Just because of.
Yeah.
Because of
If I go down, you guys can just heal me and then we'll rest.
yeah, spare the death.
So you're gonna take 11 force damage. So with everything that you kind of worked up to your benefit there, adding that shield and everything, you only take about 11 damage, and that's just with you hitting the tree as you go back.
I'll be right back.
Also, ow, and the druid owes me.
You all owe me. I saved your lives doing that.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't leave you to die. You warned me and I saved you when you were falling behind. You were a cat. You should have outrun me.
So we're even.
I will let Wheels determine that. Wheels, should I have left him, or does he owe me because I saved him?
I saved all of you.
Wheels kind of cheaps at you. Don't really know exactly what he says, but he's pointing vigorously at Rill. Rill, you can tell what he's saying, and he's saying, "Yeah, you owe this bastard."
I said, Curtis did a really good mouse voice. I want to hear it again.
I know, it was pretty great.
Okay. I mean, I guess we're probably going to rest up here for the night. Because it's 20.
Yeah, so just to give you guys an idea, I'll wait till Curtis gets back to divulge this.
How much damage did Jerry take?
He didn't take much. He rolled relatively decent. It was barely a failure for his acrobatics, and then casting force, casting shield helped out a lot, and then he rolled pretty well for trying to do his Constitution save. So, it honestly wasn't that bad.
Okay.
How long has it been since we had our fight with the wipe?
A few hours. So I'd say at this point, you guys are looking at about 4 p.m. 4 or so.
I was gonna see if I could look through the mouse's eyes, whose name escapes me, but never mind. Asher and Bjorn, you guys, as you come out of the mouth of the cave, each of you, on one side of the cave, kind of look, and you see Jerry run out and take all this damage. The first thing you see is just this literal wall of, white and purple and red and various other colors. As you see just literal wall of magic missile being fired, and almost like those beams in anime where someone of ridiculous power goes and shoots a hole in a mountain. That's basically what happens here. As you see, it just fire this ray out and just cutting through all the trees and stuff. As you see, a clear-cut hole all the way to the center of the abyss. And then you also see what looks like the same beam being fired straight up into the sky, up on the over the edge of the cliff here. As you guys are actually right below the Warrens right now. Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, that was my point. Like, I didn't see this, but now that we've seen this happen, I can point this out. Because Rills saw it. He saw a shaft going straight up. We now know how the little cave raiders get in. Like, they have a cave directly below their hall. And shit ton of people, they had a shit ton of tabaxi potions. I assume they now have a giant hole in their ceiling. Like, they need some extensive renovations. We need the Property Brothers to get here quick, fast, and in a hurry. Man, I'm convinced that's just one guy playing two roles.
Yeah, it's the same person.
Right, he just shades before he plays the other one.
Yeah. And then he just grows it back whenever he has to do his other role.
Right, like it only takes him a day and a half. Because that dude never has more than like just some general scruff.
Mm.
I watch a lot of Property Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Not really. Honestly, I've seen like half an episode, but when I worked at Lowe's, we sold Property Brothers stuff.
Okay.
In this world, they're actually like tinkerer gnomes.
Yeah, there are a couple of gnomes that go and build houses for people.
So the good news is we did a lot of damage to the cave raiders. The bad news is, ow. Like,
So I think we'll
do that again. However cool that was.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there for right now. We can resolve anything else next time. But do you guys want to do anything real quick before we end the session?
I mean, are we
going
going
first level spell slot left?
Can
I hear a lot of voices right now.
Can we try to loot the bodies if they're still in one piece?
As you guys go and take a look, you see that there's pretty much nothing left in this cave. It has been completely wiped. Yeah, if you wanted to investigate it, I think that'd be something that I'd want to try and resolve in our next session. If you want to do any investigation around there.
Cool.
Okay. Do we want to rest? Does anyone want to heal me? Maybe the druid whose life I saved.
I mean, if we're gonna long rest, no point in healing. But
Well, might as well long rest in the cave.
You
We
would have taken
pretty sure.
significantly more damage if I had left you.
actually would have been all right because while
That makes sense.
temporary hit points.
Yeah,
You guys wanna-
you would have taken like the full brunt of it with no chance of escape, whereas I had a chance to escape, and I still needed like 3
Yeah,
rolls.
I think
to not
everybody's
do
on
that.
board with taking a long rest, so we'll do that.
Okay.
All right,
Cool.
long rest.
You guys want to do that in the cave since we're pretty sure it's clean now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out with some walls around the entrances so nothing can sneak up on us.
That's fair.
All right.
I won't take first watch, but once we get 4 hours into the rest, I'll basically watch the rest of the way. Because Eyes of the Eagle, great perception, and I only need to rest for 4 hours to qualify as a long rest.
All right.
Alright.
I use my last first level spell slot to cast Find Familiar to get a Nurse 3. I got Nurse back, and not as a ritual, so I'm out of spell slots. And
All right.
I use as a ritual, I cast Alarm, and then I go to
Okay.
bed to take a rest.
See, I think my new goal for this campaign is going to be to get Nurse's kill count to be the same as Krillin's. If I can get it to that, then I know I did my job right.
That's a lot
Or
of deaths.
At the very least, we need to be farther down the line of nurses than we are down the Jerry's.
Yeah, wait till I get to like Nurse 15.
I'm imagining an army of Jerry clones in Yamcha pose.
Nice.
Oh
I mean,
shit.
if you will, Jerry 14 is useful.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
he's pretty chill.
But all right, guys. We playing Thursday?
Wednesday.
That was my
Wednesday.
The
Okay.
18th. Yeah.
All right. Sounds like a
Plan? Robbie freeze up on me?
Stopped.
Robbie, you froze up on me.
Yeah, Robbie's just all
Beard
still.
strokey. Someone screenshot this.
I got it. Hold on. Shit. All right, I got it.
Oh, he's
Oh,
Vinny recording this?
yeah,
Wait, Vinny, aren't you recording?
yeah.
It's okay, I still got it.
Wait, he's coming back.
wait, everybody go back. Right.
Yeah, my I had my I had a power surge, so my laptop or my computer shut down.
Oh,
no.
dang.
That's good timing for it, at least. You know.
Yeah, right.
So,
So let's just file this under the list of sessions that did not go the way the GM planned. I think we're at about a 50-50 ratio.
yeah, it's.
Like he has to actively guide us for us to go where he wants to go. Like, no, you guys just go straight to the Odio. As opposed to, hey, let's go follow that tobacco.
Yeah, right.
And yet it worked. Barely. You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. Hey, it's still fun. I got
Yeah,
to
always.
plan on the
See you
fly.
night.
All right, guys. I'll see
right.
you Wednesday.
You want
Adios,
to?
guys.
Wednesday, in the
Yes.
Christmas spirit.
Later, man.
Later.